It just said, fuck you. Literally said, fuck you.
It's kind of funny.
It's like, we need newsstands.
Yeah, these things fucking suck.
I hate them. It might work for my desk, but
It was a good idea, like in principle.
yeah.
Also, my mic's on. I'm absolutely talking to everyone right now.
I mean, at least you were talking, so there is that. Me, I'm just over here struggling with inanimate objects that don't want me to succeed in life. So
It is kind of funny to watch her struggle with this. I'm not gonna lie.
I moved it, and the microphone went. Ha! You thought.
Oh, that's gonna confuse me.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. I'm just used to it being in a certain order, and
I
that's
didn't
the
even
order.
think about that. There's a cat that's trying to get murdered. Go away.
What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Sorry, we're dealing with technical difficulties over here. Yep, knew that was coming. That's why I was like, I don't know why you were doing this with him.
I couldn't fish him off. It would be the problem.
Did I fix it that quick?
Yeah,
Wow,
it was just yes.
I fixed it that quick. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's such a. He's like, ooh, people, hi.
Bailey's an ass. No one even likes him.
And that's not true.
No one even likes him.
Then why'd you let him lay on you and need you earlier?
Because I was fucking hungover. That's why.
Oh, so you do like him when you're
No.
not feeling good.
Well, there's not a like. That's just a lack of energy
Lack of energy.
to move him.
Oh yeah, and then when I was like, I think he's only laying on you because he
No,
wants to
you were
make
just
me
getting jealous.
You're like,
That's-
not everything's about you, yet you still love the cat.
I just let the cat lay there. I was hungover. He needed a place to lay. So we just laid there together, and you're over there like, he's only laying with you because he's jealous of Safari, and I was giving like
No,
you
I
couldn't-
said I
you're
think.
the one who's just like,
think.
oh nope, the cat's gonna give you any attention. It's only because the cat's trying to take something out on me.
That's not how I phrased it.
That's exactly how you phrased
It's
it.
not.
That's exactly how you phrased it.
Wait, why is it doing that? Do we gotta click on that?
Stop.
No,
I know. Stop. I know that Bailey likes me because I'm awesome. I'm saying Bailey's freaking annoying, right? There's a difference between that, all right? Two things can be true. I cannot stand the cat, and the cat can love me because I'm awesome.
I think you like the cat just fine, and you're just in denial.
He's a pain in the ass.
Shit, does somebody need an appeal?
Anyways, welcome on in, y'all. Hope y'all are having a good day. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys spent some time enjoying watching Rory win the Masters again. I know that's what I did with my day. I know that's what I did with my day. Great play. I was really hoping that Scheffler and him would end up in a what do you call it? A playoff round. That's what I was really hoping, but
Okay.
oh well. But hey, it was still fun. Everybody's like, "What are you talking about? We don't watch golf. We don't watch golf."
W. Corey. Yeah, no. Golf
Oh, there
is
it goes.
very
Voss,
boring.
Voss was watching it.
Someone
Dude,
was watching it.
Dude, Scheffler just got on a roll at the end, man. If it was just like, you know, a 21 hole golf course, I think Scheffler catches him. No joke. Green jacket, gold jacket, who gives a shit? People that watch golf. Yeah.
Which is not me. I was asking questions, and I'm pretty sure the fact that I asked questions or about a sport that I know nothing about and don't care about can be very annoying.
I don't care about you asking questions. You did deep dive into why a putter looks like a putter, and you didn't explain what your problem with it was. You
It
just kept
looks
saying
dumb.
it looks weird, and I was like, why does it look weird? And you're like, it just looks weird, and I'm like, how? Like, what are you talking? It just looks like a putter.
Because I'm not used to seeing a putter that looks flat.
All putters are flat. That's the point of a putter.
Okay, let me rephrase. I'm not used to a golf club that looks flat.
Yeah, if it's angled, it makes it really hard to putt.
I don't know what
You've
these
played
things-
putt-putt, right?
No,
Are-
I've only played mini golf.
That is the same thing.
I don't care. I've only played.
Well, you
mini
played
golf,
mini golf, right?
and I hate those things. I want to throw
Yeah.
them in.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a mini golf putter that was like angled?
No,
Why is that?
I don't know.
Because it'd make it really hard to putt.
I'm just no. The fact that it was flat, like all the way across flat, just completely flat like this, and it was a weird shape, it just bothered me.
Anyways, there was a long conversation that got nowhere about putters today. And I was just like, I don't know what we're doing over here. I don't know why we're having this conversation. And yeah, like I was like, I just want to watch golf. Oh, dude, just wait until then I pulled out so I have an Odyssey 2 ball, right? For you guys that do watch golf or play golf. I have an Odyssey 2 ball, right? So like I pulled out my putter and she was like, why does it look like that? It has like the things on the backside and it was like a whole thing.
It's weird. It's got horns.
It's got horns.
I don't get it. It's got horns.
What's funny is if like you guys actually know what that putter looks like, which I know most of you guys don't. If you actually know what that putter looks like, it's a pretty apt description.
Thank you.
Like it's actually pretty accurate. Like it's actually kind of funny how accurate she is.
It has horns. It's weird. I don't get it. That's not it.
Oh, this isn't mine. This is my old putter.
I don't.
Which one do I have? Shit, what putter do I have right now?
That also looks weird.
Yeah, I have a different Odyssey. Which Odyssey do I have?
It has horns. I don't know. Putters
I
with
forget which
horns.
putter I had.
Yes.
Okay, so this isn't my putter, but it's very close. It's very close.
It has horns.
So this is what she's trying to say has horns. All right. This is what she's trying to say. When she says it has horns, this is what she means. Okay. Just thought I'd let you guys know. I say it's not the worst description. It's not the worst description. All right.
Thank you for everyone saying that I'm right. I appreciate it.
I don't 100%. Is it an Odyssey 2? I might have an Odyssey 2. Yeah. By the way, I love my putter. I should go get it. I love my putter. I putt like
It
crazy.
has horns and I don't get it.
Oh, it's gonna attack you? Is it gonna get you?
I mean, you might. Display.
Oh shoot. I forgot that's the same as the. I forgot we have it set as that. I'm used to having a fourth monitor.
Oh, good. Only things go over my forehead here.
Yeah.
Slightly. Okay, now that I can see it.
Anyways, how's everybody doing today? We're gonna get this thing going. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys are new here, welcome. If you guys are old here, also welcome. We love all of you guys. We've already gotten some callers coming in, so we're gonna jump to that. If you guys would like to support the live, as always, you guys know. Super chat, super stickers, pay links in the bio. They're all at Polypolitics. Just like my name and the live gift goal, we got the Surfing Penguins. I wanted to thank Chrissy for already hitting up one of the Surfing Penguins. Oh, you brought Rupert and Rosie down. They haven't been around in a while.
They've been down here.
I know. I was saying they haven't been on live in a while.
They haven't. I might. I have an idea, but that's for later.
Well, you got to show the crowd now. Everybody's been missing them.
YouTube only barely knows about Rupert.
Oh yeah, I guess YouTube is lacking on it.
They definitely don't know Rosie. They don't know the lore.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Scott, thank you so much for the $5 $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. It says, warning, if you happen to be running for public office and Dementia Donnie gives you his endorsement, get the fuck out of the election. Bro, they made the presidential endorsement lost a Hungarian dictator his spot in government. That's pretty impressive. I didn't even know that was possible.
Hell yeah, mother.
Like literally, thank you so much, Scott. JD Vance literally went to freaking Hungary and lost Viktor Orban his freaking dictatorship. That's wild. You know how bad you got to be for that?
Pretty bad. Serbia's probably next.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He has whatever the opposite of a Midas touch is. Yeah. Whatever he does, it turns to shit.
Oh. Are you waiting for me to explain what just like clicked in my head?
Let me guess. I said the opposite of whatever a Midas touch is, and you thought of the podcast, not where the podcast got their name from.
Yes, and then
Yeah,
I just
okay.
put two and two together.
Yeah.
That's where they got their name from.
Oh, you just realized that's where they got their name from?
Yeah.
Y'all, welcome to the show. Oh, you guys are, oh my God, there's so many of you out there. They're saying me too. There's like so many.
Yes, it's not just me. Thank you.
Dude, freaking
Thank you.
Deidre just said it. Freaking Cindy just said it. Like, pretty. Yeah, exactly. Pretty.
Shut up, Ryan. I see.
Reverse Midas touch is called a sodium touch. Sodium touch.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that either.
That sounds weird.
But
I
it
don't
could
like
be
it.
right. I don't know. Could 100% be right. All right, y'all. If you guys still support Trump, you guys can call in on the number that's above my head. Whoa, sorry. Oh, it is above my head because I'm on the bottom screen today. The number that's above my head, or join the guest request box and we can have a conversation. If you're not, then you can be scared Trumpies in the chat, which is where you belong, really, because I know you guys are scared. Where did they get their name from? Midas touch, the old story, the man who everything he touched turned to gold. Yeah,
I honestly forgot that was even the name of it. So there was that. So yes, they are a big deal, Cindy. Sorry.
they are a big deal. They are a huge deal.
Yeah.
Your pickles are cool. Yes. We used to keep the pickles used to be on the live all the time. All the time. They used to have a permanent residency on my live. I might put them maybe I should put it on the bookcase. I do have an open spot on my bookcase for them to go.
Oh, okay, you can.
If you want to put them someplace else, we can.
No, I don't have any place else to put him. That's the thing. Well, I was thinking I could get a shelf, but I'm like, it wouldn't show up very well even on here. So it'd just be a very.
I can just hold them the whole time. We can just do this. Just go.
You would want to hold them.
Let's do this. And like whenever a caller calls in, I'll talk like I'm each one of them the whole time. Immigration.
The bow for
close the border.
The bow for the rare woman MAGA, and then the not bow for the normal dude MAGA.
Did I sound like them okay? Did I do it right?
Oh my gosh. And then cheesecake. I just wanted to say something completely random.
All right. Well, you did a great job.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of myself.
I'm you know what? I'm proud of you too.
Heh.
I hope you have a long career in stand up.
I won't.
Yeah, starting now. Jeff, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Said, hey guys, excited for the show tonight. I'm excited for the show tonight too. I think we're both
Jeff.
excited.
Yay.
Like, I think we're both excited. So we're all in this together, Jeff. Okay, just to let you know. Thank you so much, Jeff. I feel like I'm in the dark on my live. I feel like it's so dark.
I mean, technically you are and you're not at the same time. Maybe you need to make that one a little bit more yellow because that looks only slightly not.
Is that the problem?
Yeah,
I thought I did yellow it out a bit.
there.
That's too yellow.
I feel like it's getting on me.
The light is getting on you. I hope you can get it off.
Ew. Yeah. Go away.
Am I the light?
You are something.
All right.
Okay.
I think I just put it right back to where it was before.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure I just put it right back to where it was before, and I changed absolutely nothing.
So I know sorry, oh, never mind. Wait, hold on. Yes.
Yes.
Hi, how are you? J man, hello.
J-Man,
Did not mean to request, I guess.
fighter of the night, man. Champion of the sun. Whoa! He's a master of karate and friendship for everyone.
that a
Dayman.
song?
Whoa!
Is that a song?
Yes. Fighter of the night, man. Whoa!
Oh, it's from It's Always Sunny.
It is from It's Always Sunny. Yeah, good job. I'm surprised you actually got that reference.
It took a long moment to get the reference.
I'm surprised you actually got it. Did I make myself look worse?
Ooh.
Did I make myself look worse?
I had a penguin on my head.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. The lighting here is so weird. It's much different from where I usually stream. So like, it's so weird.
It's you're just in disagreement with it all the time. What was I? Oh, hold on. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hi, how old are you?
27.
27. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, actually, no. I wanted to say I'm not a supporter of Donald Trump. I'm a longtime listener of the show.
Awesome,
I love
man.
what you guys do. Yeah, thank you guys. I really appreciate you putting out what you put out. I more so had a question for you guys, and maybe you've answered this before.
What's up?
I hear a lot of the times when people call in, it's more of an emotional response. And I do agree that there's a certain ethos to people who support Trump and like people of his ilk. My question for you guys is, can you kind of maybe lay it, as opposed to answering to to an emotional appeal, just logically, can you kind of just tell these guys the alternative to the policies, the sort of cultural cohesiveness we could have if they just thought about maybe supporting someone on the opposite side, maybe not the heads who are in charge now, but just the ideas of sorry about that.
Well, no, I'm just to let you know, just to kind of put this in perspective with you, man. If they were worried about facts and logic, we wouldn't be in this spot to begin with.
Right.
So me feeding them more facts and more logic and more evidence when they already had all of that and still vote and still support the way that they do changes nothing, right? They're voting with their emotions. And a lot of people vote with their emotions. Actually, I would probably say a majority of the United States votes with their emotion, right? They vote off of how they feel. I feel like this candidate will do this. I feel like this candidate will do that. This guy seems like he's this. He seems like he's that. Because most people don't know enough about the politics in which they talk about in order to actually make a logical or fact-based, like decision on it. So me fighting their emotion with, oh my God, I caught it and then let it go. Me fighting like all of their emotion with logic isn't always the best way to go. And sometimes it is. It just depends on the situation. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes it's better to fight it with emotion. Sometimes it's better to fight it with facts. It just depends on the caller, man. But yeah, I appreciate your comment. I am gonna let you go so we can go talk to some of those Trump supporters, but I hope you have a good one, all right?
Hey, thanks guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Sorry.
Yeah. People like I can fight like that. I think that's oh my goodness. I really do not like these.
Yeah.
Like really, like we could, dude, there's again, if it was just facts and logic, like we wouldn't be here. They voted on Trump because of the way
true.
they felt about him. This is how I felt like in his first term he did this. I felt like he's a good businessman. I felt like, he was gonna. I felt. That was all it was.
Yeah, and we hear that all the time. It's either that or it was their selfishness, right? Like, oh no, I got all this money back on my. Hi, how are you?
Doing well.
Awesome. How old are you?
50.
Cool. Can you turn down the stream in the background?
It's not on.
Oh, okay. Can you turn down the ghost in the background then?
I'm in silence, actually.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
now
okay.
you are. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Are you
Nope.
still supporting Trump?
Yes, I do.
Why would you be doing something like that?
Because first and foremost, I vote upon not emotions on what I see. I live in a border city, and for 4 years during Joe Biden's term, the border was wide open. What I mean by wide open is they literally opened a fence to allow
They opened a
migrants
fence?
to the border.
Where's that
They
at?
actually opened a fence. Where okay, so if you look, matter of fact, you can Google map it. I live in El Paso, Texas. Right next to
What
the
did you
border
just
is it's called the border highway. On the border highway, there's a
Cool, this
park called Escarity Park. Across from Escarity Park, there's an opening in the border fence that they open,
Mm.
that they would open. So when you process legally, it's at the port of entry, correct?
Sometimes you can process legally through non-ports of entry.
You can process outside the port of entry.
Mhm.
Yes.
And just because you come in through a port of entry doesn't mean that it's legal either. Both of those things are possible.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does mean that it's legal. If you're coming through a port of entry, it is legal because you're allowed to
No.
come through.
No, actually, tons of people cross the port at a port of entry, and then they find out that they're not here illegally, or they crossed illegally at the port of entry.
You have no
and then,
idea what
sir,
you're talking about.
sir,
You're
sir,
making it up.
sir,
You're just
sir,
making it
sir,
up.
sir,
You're
sir.
making
This
it
is
up.
where your emotion is coming in,
you're
sir.
making it up.
This is where you're
Yeah.
getting all
You're making
emotional.
it up.
You don't
You're
know what I'm making up, sir,
disingenuous.
because you don't have enough attention span
You're
to listen to what I'm saying.
disingenuous.
You don't have enough attention span to listen to what I'm saying. So I'm going to finish
For
my
what
sentence,
reason-
and you're
for
going to
what
be quiet.
reason Were we processing migrants?
All right, you're muted and no one can hear you, okay? I am not going to start my first caller of the night not being able to finish a sentence because you're getting all emotional. Sound good?
You're the one over.
All right. I'm not going to spend the first caller with talking to somebody who's all emotional, okay, and won't let me finish a sentence, all right? So I'm going to go back to finishing my sentence, and you're going to be quiet, okay?
You're the only one allowed to finish your sentence. Go ahead.
Okay, good. So anyways, what I was saying is, yes, tons of people freaking entered the border like illegally through a port of entry. And then things like seeking asylum happened, right, where they were actually here legally. Tons of people were deported because they didn't have valid asylum claims at ports of entry. So they were coming in, they were crossing the border illegally, and then they were being deported through ports of entry. So all that stuff happened. But more importantly, sir, I know exactly what fence argument you're talking about because I remember seeing it when it came up on Fox News and fact checking it. And that fence was not opened. It was literally just open for repairs. They had fucking Customs and Border Protection the entire fucking time. They had Customs and Border Protection the entire fucking times, and nobody went in and actually opened a part of a fucking fence, okay? That would be literally insane. Not only insane, but against the law, and could get somebody literally sent to prison for a very, very long time, right? So that is a complete and bold-faced lie and not true in the slightest, all right? I'm gonna let him calm down before I unmute him.
I had actually never heard of that one before, so I'm glad for the little bit of knowledge on that. And not to mention, I'm sure his
Well-
next point was, what's up?
What's actually funny is when that happened, I was actually living very near El Paso. Funny enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
So I
around
actually,
that time.
yeah,
Okay.
I actually
I know.
very, very much remember it. Remember what happened when it happened because I was there. Yeah.
You live near El Paso or you lived in El Paso?
I live near it.
And how does that apply? I don't get it. I drive by the border highway every day for the past 9 years. I drive on the border highway every day for the past
Sir, I
9
don't
years.
care if you
So
live
you're
with
saying
one
that
of your
Donald
ass
Trump
cheeks on one
supporters-
side of the
Sir,
fence
let
and
me
one
finish.
on the other. It
Let me
doesn't change
finish.
what happened.
Every time I have a point, you don't let me finish because you're emotional. Stop
No,
being
I just don't really
emotional so I
care
can
about this
finish.
part of your anecdotal story. Get to a point.
My anecdotal story is that you're saying that we vote upon our emotions.
Your anecdotal story, is that like a labradoodle?
It's a kind of a dog, I guess. You're a perro. Why not? You're a perro. You look like a perro. So can I finish my point why I voted
Woof.
for Donald Trump? Can I finish my story why I voted for Donald Trump?
Sure, you can do that, but you have to give me one thing first.
Sir, anchor babies.
I
That's
said
what the
I
show's
said you
about,
can,
right?
sir. I said you
Okay,
can,
so
sir.
you were asking
Sir,
me
I said you
why I
can,
support
sir.
Donald
Sir,
Trump.
I said you can,
Can I
sir.
let you know why?
Yeah, I said you can,
Can
sir.
I let you know why?
Hold on, sir. I
You
said
asked
you
me a
can,
question,
sir.
I'd
Oh
like
my
to
God, you're
answer
about
it.
to get muted again.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I said you can, sir. I have no problem with that, but
I'd
I do
like
have a
to
question.
answer.
I do have a
You asked me
question
why
for
I
you.
voted for Donald Trump.
All right,
I'm gonna tell you why I
5,
support Donald Trump.
4, 3, 2, 1. Good
Let's
job,
go.
little guy. Okay. I'm glad you respond only to if I treat you like a preschooler. Okay. Good boy. Good little doodle. All right. My question was, sir, if you're saying that Biden came over and opened a fence up in El Paso, can you please show me what order Biden gave to do that and why he wasn't immediately impeached for it by the Republicans who actually
Sure.
own the House, because that would have
Sure.
been against the law?
Sure. Stop talking. Sure. He allowed
I'm not talking.
Remain in Mexico to finish. That's what happened. He allowed the Remain in Mexico to finish. When he should
Remain
have
in
put an
Mexico
order,
was taken down by the
started all
Supreme
over
Court
again,
of
and
the
he
United
didn't.
States of America,
Because your
sir.
story is that Donald Trump
Sir.
told people when he was in
Sir.
office
Sir.
not to vote.
Sir.
Remember that?
Sir. Remain in Mexico was ended by the Supreme Court of the United States of America.
When?
2022.
When did it end?
2022.
Yeah. So
I know your nervous
So another
laughter is so
reason-
cute because
Yeah.
you're just learning
you
this
can't tell
today
me
for
what
your
my eyes
first
did
time
not
here.
see. You guys cannot tell me what my eyes did not see.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can.
don't care about your
Why would we
anecdotal.
process
You
these
didn't
people in
see the
convention
Remain in
centers
Mexico
the United
policy.
States?
Yeah, you
Sir.
never
Why
saw
were
the
we-
Remain
why
in
were
Mexico
we
policy.
processing people in convention centers in
did-
the United States?
Convention centers too
I don't know.
now?
How did he see the Remain in Mexico policy? I'm just wondering which like White House tour he went on and why they had that
Yeah.
up on the walls.
Yeah.
And then how did he see it
Why
end? Like,
were
was
we
he also
processing
in
illegal
the White
migrants
House at that time, or
in
was he in
convention
SCOTUS
centers?
at that time?
in the United States.
Probably,
answer that,
sir.
right?
Sir, I would guess probably because
Uh-huh.
there was a lot of migrants.
Why were we processing migrants not at the port of entry?
I just answered that question for you. Did you
Yeah, no, you didn't.
need a better
No, you
answer?
didn't.
Yeah.
Because the border was wide open, son.
No, because
That's
there's a
why.
law that
Sir,
allows that
if-
to occur.
Yeah, sir,
The
if the
second
border was
reason-
wide
that's the
open,
first
sir,
reason why I
if we
voted
were,
for- that's the
sir,
first
sir,
reason why
all
I
right, I'm
voted
muting
for
you
Donald
again. God, this guy is like talking to a 4-year-old. That's, sorry.
It's so bad.
I hate to disrespect 4-year-olds by saying this guy talks like a 4-year-old. Sir, if the gate was open, like you said it was, then that means we weren't processing the migrants because they were just walking in. So how were they just walking in through an open gate? So therefore we weren't processing them and also processing them in conventions. How is that possible?
I am glad you asked. Am I muted or can I speak? Can I speak? Hello? 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 Hello?
Sir, I'm not talking. You keep crying about me interrupting you, and then when I
Oh.
give you space to speak, you just sit there and
Okay,
yell
well, I
hello
know-
into the
I know
microphone.
you're still there
Sir, you
because
can't,
you're
sir.
muted.
Sir,
You're muting me, so I
yeah,
didn't
sir,
know
I'm
if I
only
can
muting
speak.
you while
I'm
I'm
glad you
talking
asked
because you keep cutting me off, like right now, okay? Where are you cutting me off? When I'm done speaking, that's then your turn to speak. Literally, we learn this in like kindergarten, okay? Like literally, it's like kindergarten. We learn when other people are speaking, that's not your time to speak. And then when people are done speaking, that's when it's your turn to speak, okay? So, I will ask my question again, sir. If the borders were wide open, so therefore all of the migrants were coming in unprocessed, then how are you saying both the border was wide open and there was an open gate where nobody was getting processed, and also everyone was getting processed in a convention center? How does that work?
Literally, the city of El Paso was busing, including our National Guardsmen were forming lines, busing people through that gate to the El Paso Convention Center.
Sir,
Because
if
the
they were
border was
busing
wide
them,
open.
then that means they were documented. Okay? Because undocumented people don't encounter border protection. You don't get it both
That's
ways,
your
sir. Now, I will give you, I
they're
will
not
say this, sir.
documented
I will
until
say
they're
this, sir. I will
processed,
say
son.
this, sir. I will
They're
say
not
this, sir.
documented,
I
son.
will say this, sir. Again, I have to mute you because he acts like a child. I will say this, sir. We did have an unprecedented amount of asylum seekers come into the country under the Biden administration. That's very true. And those asylum seekers all needed to be processed. So that's probably what they were busing them from, because they were busing them from the gate where they were seeking asylum, and then they were being bused to a place where they could be processed for their asylum claim, right? The problem with that is asylum seeking is legal in the United States. So
Yeah, and see, that's the law that I was trying to tell you about as you were like throwing a mantrum. That allows someone to be processed at a non-port of entry. It's literally in the opening sentence, whether or not through a point of entry or interdicted in international waters. Ooh,
So you guys are saying exactly what I'm saying, right? So we open the border so we can process them in the interior of the United States. Thank you for agreeing with me. Exactly. The second reason why I voted for Donald Trump.
no, nice try, bud. That is not even close to what we said, sir. I don't even know how you possibly took what we just said. I don't even know how you even somehow figured out a way to make those two things work with each other. It's almost fucking funny, sir. We said that there was a lot of asylum seekers. Asylum seeking has been the law since the 70s when this law was built. So Biden didn't have anything to do with freaking asylum law. He didn't create that, right? And yes, there was an unprecedented amount of people showing up at the border to seek asylum. There was lots of reasons for that, none of which had to do with Biden, all right? But again, that doesn't go along with the fact that you're saying the gates were wide open. If the gates are wide open, then people are flooding in. Border Patrol isn't doing anything with them. They're not being processed. They're not getting any legal representation. They're coming here. They're coming here illegally. Okay, which does happen, right? People do that all the time, right? That is true. That happens all the time, right? People sneak around the border, but that's not anything to do with what you're talking about.
The second reason why I voted for Donald Trump is because of Anchor Baby.
This guy literally
It is
doesn't
definitely an
have
issue.
enough brain cells to comprehend the conversation that we're trying to have with him.
He can't absorb it. He can't process it. He can't think of it. There is a lack of critical thinking involved here.
No, no. Critical thinking says that there is some thinking, and he's missing the critical part. There's a lack of thinking going on. He's missing all of that, and it's very hard for to talk to him due to that.
I mean, this has been difficult the entire time. He definitely doesn't, he like never hears when I'm speaking anyways. It's quite odd.
Well, in this one, it's not just you. He also apparently doesn't hear what I think.
He doesn't hear you either.
Yeah, I think this one's just for the streets, dude. I think this one's this one's gone.
You know what it is? He forgets that when he talks.
The show is about me wanting to tell you why.
He forget.
So I'm going to tell you the second reason why Anchor Babies, they're definitely a problem for the United States.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you
So-
why living in a border.
I was doing the other one before. Man.
Yeah, no, do that.
Anyways, what were you saying?
I honestly kind of forgot for a second. Hold on.
Are you ready?
Oh, you know what? He forgot that when you're talking to somebody on the phone, in order to have a productive dialogue, it still needs to be at your ear when it's your turn to talk. Instead, he's doing this. Yeah, guys, so here's my story, like holding the phone.
I actually assume it's probably more like this. I bet you it's probably more like he probably just like has it on the table, right? So that he can yell at it like this, because that gives him the ability to just punch air
The phone's in
like
my
behind
ear.
everything, like where he's just punching air and like punching walls like behind it, just losing his entire mind. Is that more correct, sir?
You guys have a definitely twisted narrative, and you're asking
Of
questions
what?
that I'm trying to-
Come on,
I'm trying to
baby,
ask you. You
let's
asked me why I
do the
voted for Donald
twist.
Trump, and I'm going to
It's
tell you.
on a little more. And it goes like this.
I don't know
Anchor
this song
Babies,
well enough.
Anchor Babies, what the Mexican people do. I'm gonna tell you is they come here and have babies.
He's just living in his own world over here, man.
He
He's not.
does.
He's like
It's
not
just
even
like-
trying. Like
Are you
he's
gonna
just.
listen or not?
He's
That's
just in
why I
his
think it's
whole
fine.
world over
Because
here.
With your scenario, he
waiting
would
for
still
the
have to be able to
argument, bro.
hear it, but he'd have to put it on speakerphone in order to hear us. With
That's
my
true.
scenario,
let me tell
it's
you
he doesn't
guys
have to
what
put it on
happens.
speakerphone
Let me
and he
tell
can
you what
just
happens
yell
in the
at
border
the
cities.
microphone at the
They
bottom of the
come here at
phone.
night.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why he
anyway,
never goes
sir,
to
I
Mexico.
have bored of this
And
conversation.
they flee back
So
to the
you
United
have
States.
whatever day you deserve, okay?
One school starts.
He didn't even
That was
hear me say
weird.
that.
No,
he didn't even hear
anything.
me say that. That's what was impressive. He didn't even hear me say it.
That's all
right?
right. He's just an anadoodle.
Yeah, he's just an antidoodle. You know what? I've been looking for another dog. Maybe we should get an antidoodle.
I gotta find an antidoodle.
Yeah, we got to get an antidoodle. That'll be
bet
our
it's
next
cute.
dog. Y'all, thank you guys so much for being here. Really, really appreciate you guys. If you guys are new here, please make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you'd like to support the live, I do have super chats, super stickers, pay links in the bio. And I got my live gift goal over here on TikTok. We're only two of the little surfing penguins through. So if you guys like to support, I really appreciate that. Also, make sure you guys are sending those heart me's and let's get this thing up to 100,000 likes. If you can, I really appreciate that very much. All right. And with all that said, we're going to move on to the next caller and keep going.
Hi, how are you?
Stupid liberals.
Okay. Oh well. Boo-hoo, bye.
Remember when I started talking about, remember when we were talking earlier about how emotional they are?
Yeah, that one definitely was. Hi, how are you? Bye, kiddo. Hi, how are you?
I'm winning arguments between you.
Hi, how are you?
That dude just needs a fucking friend, bro. Holy shit.
Hello, how
That
are
dude
you?
needs a fucking friend.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
Doing well. Are you still supporting Trump?
Yeah, yes and no.
Okay, so I guess why would you still support him? We'll start there.
Well, it would mostly be just better than the other side, unless, picking him over the other side.
That was not me.
I know. I watch you. You did not even hang up on him there. That was
Hi, how are you?
kind of insane.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
Dude, will you fucking block this motherfucker, bro? Fucking why are you answering the phone for this guy? Why are you answering the phone? I think you like him at this point, okay? I think you like this guy at this point.
No, that's not even funny.
I think that's your friend. All right.
That's do not.
That's him?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Fuck you. It's not funny to me, Tara, but thank you.
It's funny to me, too.
Say it slower, kiddo.
You're gonna answer not little bro.
Huh? He said 6'7".
Ari has a new friend. Ow! 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 Assault! Abuse! Ah!
Hi, liar.
Huh? Hi,
Hello?
how are you?
Hello?
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 This is David.
Hi, David.
I was calling because y'all wanted to talk to Trump supporters.
No, I'm leaving him there. Yeah, do you still support Trump?
Yes, I do. I think he's the best president that we've had.
Why?
He's just done more for the American people than anybody else. And
Like
I think they, if we had Kamala Harris, then she would have really messed up the country. Imagine if we
I
had
wanna
to go
talk
to war
about
with,
Trump.
like, China or something with that woman.
I want to talk about Trump. I said why?
Well, he's not falling for none of the fake news. And
Fake news like what?
He's not falling for the fake news?
I mean, technically he
Yeah,
is.
like
He's
COVID because it was fake.
yeah.
Yeah,
no,
get
I
rid
don't.
of this guy.
Did you call back?
Yeah, sorry, I got disconnected there.
Okay. It wasn't okay. The other side, you said. The other side of what?
Thank you, Sammy, for the penguin. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
No, it's just the difference between it's not just do you like this guy or do you not like him. It's two options. You don't need to like Trump to think he's better than the Democrats or Harris.
Okay, what makes him better?
Well, again, fundamentally, ethically, abortion, just that alone for ethics, that's all I need right there.
she supports abortion. I don't.
So you're cool with
that's
so
the
you,
end of
so
it.
so let me get this straight. Just be clear. You're not for abortion, but cool with rape.
How's that make sense?
Donald Trump is adjudicated rapist.
Adjudicate. Well, so so go. What? Who? Who?
What?
A
Who?
jury of
Who?
9 of his peers found him to be held civilly liable of sexual assault.
Well, why isn't he in jail then?
Because the statute of limitations had ran out.
It
Do you think?
doesn't.
Sorry. Do you think everybody who sexually assaults someone goes to jail?
To fucking
No,
Brock Turner.
absolutely not.
Then why are you asking that question?
Actually, okay, hold on. Just because I don't want to go down this tangent, I will grant you that 100%. Like again, I know from your guys' standpoint, you don't think abortion is killing a baby. Like fundamentally, I know that's a difference we have. So I understand.
It's not a matter of fundamentally being different. We're not talking about that, sir. You're the one who voted for somebody who did a sexual assault on another human being. One that was proven in court. Another, sir. No. I'm talking. I'm talking. I wasn't finished with my sentence. Be quiet. So that's just the one that was proven in court. That doesn't have anything to do with the other 27 allegations that he fucking has, most of which he's talk again while I'm fucking talking. Talk again while I'm talking. Talk again while I'm talking. All right, you're getting hung up on now. Bye. If you can't see, you're too emotional. You're a fucking piece of shit. Okay, I just want to let you know out there, you're a piece of shit because you're more concerned with fucking trying to control women's bodies, which is why you don't care about Donald Trump sexually assaulting someone, because you don't fucking care about women being able to have fucking control over themselves. It actually kind of fucking makes sense if you actually think about it. Okay, the fact that you don't want them to be able to have control of their bodies during their pregnancies, and you also don't care if they have control over their bodies during sexual purposes and during sexual assaults. So it actually kind of fucking matches. Right? Your ethics actually are pretty clean right across the board. You're a piece of shit.
Agreed. No notes. Well, the note on the fact that dude was just a dumbass anyway. And I think Canadian. Hi, how are you? Bruh.
Yeah.
No lies detected. That's
Probably an incel. No, definitely an incel.
Definitely.
Thank you guys so much for the Surfing Penguins Retracted. I appreciate that too. Let's see if we we're like 58% of the live gift goal. Let's see if we can knock this one out. I appreciate you guys.
Hi, how are you?
Hello?
Hi.
Good.
Good, awesome. How old are you?
25?
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's subsidizing companies like Oklo to make SMRs for small nuclear power plants, which are the future.
This is the same person I talked to last night.
Oh, you don't want to talk to me?
Let me
You
see.
don't want a round two? Pussy.
No, sir. I told you last night if I wanted to argue Grok, then I would do it without you here.
Yeah, well, I have all.
Nobody cares. He's literally saved as Grok. I have like 4 people saved. I saved him last night. He saved his Grok. He calls in, and all he does is I call him out on things, and then he just goes, oh, and then he types it in a Grok, and then
can hear it.
regurgitates the argument back to me.
Oh,
that's all he
funny.
does.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 28.
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Hell yeah.
Why?
Deport them illegals. Fuck you talking about?
Can you use more words than that? Like,
Why use more words when less words do job?
Shut your bitch ass up.
Oh, emotional little guy, isn't he?
I'm
Which
from
one?
National Black American. This is my land. Deport them illegals.
I say we deport
I
you.
stand what I stand. No vote, no tangibles.
Mm.
You already
No.
know. Damn liberals.
Mm.
Huh?
You heard what I said?
No, I didn't
I'm
actually.
FBA, Front National Black American.
It literally nobody
My
gives a
land.
fuck. This ain't your land.
Yeah, wait till I see you in public.
Oh,
Come
you're
on
gonna
over,
threaten
bro.
me? Oh, he thinks he's a big guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
you know,
so crazy.
being a foundational Black American won't stop you from getting the shit slapped out of you.
Wait.
Nobody fucking cares. Fuck off. Hello, how are you? Hello?
Hello.
He is an exploiter. They are a people.
I honestly don't understand FBAs. but I'm curious.
All you really have to know is it won't save you. Okay?
That's true. Hello.
Hey, Pookie said that you have a couch for sale.
Anyways,
I mean,
Eric Swalwell said he's officially ending his campaign for governor.
thank fucking God.
Took long enough.
I hope he also. So they're also like moving. Apparently, Anna Paulina Luna out of Florida is like putting through a petition not just to censure him, but to also remove him from Congress. And Nancy Mace has a clapback, which is funny because she's a Republican, right? But she has a clapback to remove Andy Gonzalez, who is a Republican.
Yeah.
They're all like, fine, we got a list. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
You're good. I'm just gonna go through these real quick. That's all I was trying to do. Scott, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I'm so excited. I've got pea shivers down my spine. What? Scott's been drinking. VJ, thank you so much for the $2. And my placenta gets tenderized when Ari and polyurethane.
I don't ever want to read that ever again. That was actually disturbing. Thanks, VJ. Also,
goodness,
please save my eyeballs. From
that's great. Okay.
The placenta's in the mail.
Someone said I'm eating.
Oh shit.
Capo, thank you so much for the 20 gifted. Can we get huge W's in the chat for the 20 gifted memberships? Big W's in the chat for Capo. W. That was absolutely huge. Guys, if you'd like to become a member and help support the live, I really appreciate it. I am really working on getting on more members only stuff. I'm working. It's coming slowly. I'm sorry. I want to be better.
He is. I'm pushing him forward.
Yeah, we're working on it. So, so if you guys like to become a member, I really, really appreciate that. It really does mean a lot. So thank you so much. Also, Joey, thank you so much. I'm not reading that.
Thanks, Scott, for the 2, but we're not reading.
How to tell my MAGA family I don't support Trump? Carefully.
Saying that.
Carefully.
Well, also just using those words.
Yeah, maybe keeping a stick around too, just in case.
Yeah,
they get real emotional.
Make sure you have your car keys ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. Sister, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Lil, thank you so much for the 6-7. 6-7. And Cosmic, thank you so much for the sparkles too. I appreciate that.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm 41 years old.
41 and awesome. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I'm not. I'm Canadian, so I watch you guys a lot. So I just wanted to.
Yay, Canada!
And then pardon me?
I said, yay, Canada!
Yeah, Canada's amazing. So is the States too. I like both. I just wanted to call in because I've been watching you guys a lot, and I really, like your content. And I just wanted to say I hate Donald Trump because he's ruining the global economy. The tariffs that he created are sinking your economy in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
It's destroying our economy here in Canada. The inflation is outrageous. Like, anybody that calls you guys and agrees with Donald Trump is an idiot. I'm sorry. They're who in their right
First of all, can I get Maple Leaves in the chat if you're from Canada and you're watching the live? I just want to freaking say hi to you guys. If we do, is there a Maple Leaf emote? There has to be, right?
There is.
Yeah, let's get the Maple Leaf emote.
There definitely is.
Yeah, I was like, there has to be.
Canadian flag.
Or Canadian flag. I'm cool with either of those.
Yeah, just a reminder. Yeah, see, if they use the Canadian flag, it just shows up as CA in the TikTok chat because TikTok chat on desktop is dumb.
that's
it's the dumbest thing ever.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
So it's Canada CA.
I just do not agree with anything the man stands for. Like, you make a lot of good points, and there's a lot of people that come on here that just, I don't know, do they have any brains in their head? Like, I don't know a lot about political things, and I don't follow it to a T. But I know that the man is irrational. He talks out of his ass half the time. And the other
sometimes
thing
literally,
he just, the things that he's done in his life, like we're supporting a man literally that has done SA to women. he literally makes comments of, you know, women will just let you grab them by the snatch or whatever, and I just don't agree with the man. You know, he's so, you know, I love what you guys do. I can't believe that he even got voted into your country. Like,
Yeah.
you put a man.
Well, I
Go
like
ahead,
to show.
sorry.
If you guys ever want to know the difference between, like, you know, people on the left and people on the right, Donald Trump had 27 sexual assault allegations and one, you know, adjudicated in court, and his Trump supporters still try to defend him. Where Eric Swalwell had like what,
4 people accused.
4 people accused, and he's dropped out of the race because nobody wants to support him.
Yep.
That's about as
The
much
DNC
about
pulled
much
their
information as you fucking need, right? That's as much
Yeah.
information as you fucking need right there. But hey, man, I am gonna let you go. We love Canada. We love having you guys' support over here. We really appreciate you, and try to, I don't know, stay warm. It's like April, so you guys are still like what, 0 degrees out there or something. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Thanks, brother.
yeah, man. Have a good one.
You too, bro.
It's actually really funny to hear like he's so nice. He was so nicely
Yeah.
talking shit
Yeah. He's just
because Canadians are such nice people.
Yeah, they typically. I mean, the guy before him that just had no care about the fact that, you know, rape, abortion, that was also Canadian.
Yeah. Well, you know, it can't all be nice.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
They can't all be smart
Yeah.
or
So
have brains.
who's the front runner in California now?
Ooh.
Anyways, if you guys still support Trump, you guys can join the guest request box or call in at the number above my head. Oh, we got someone over here.
I do know that it's just heavy right now in California.
It's heavy, bruh.
Whatever.
But Sarah, that's the second time in 2 days I've heard that name.
It's Sarah. I'll look him up later.
We did yesterday.
We did? Oh.
Xavier.
But he wasn't that high up there.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But for Katie
Hello?
Porter.
I gotta say, really nice of Chalupa to die for us and whatnot. Solid dude, solid dude.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed this posthumously published book. All right, so I gotta say, this new box has some juicy pulls. I'd say, $60.
I'm going to turn that off because it sounds like it's going to end with somebody like stuck in a washing machine and needs like their stepbro to come help them out. And I don't want to.
I don't know what that was at all. And
I don't know where that was going, but I was not. I did not want to know where that was going. It sounded very strange. He's back.
I don't.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you're there this time.
I am.
Sorry to interrupt your private time earlier.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't realize the TV was loud. But
Oh.
anyway, I want to kind of address the question. Why do you support Trump? I don't support Trump. I would never support Trump. I would never recommend or encourage anyone to support Trump, nor anyone in his family is worth or
Valid.
worthy of even holding an office, in my opinion.
Valid. All right.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. We really appreciate that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. You have a good one. Okay.
You too.
Okay, bye.
I can't even.
Is it? Is it? I got it.
I can do it from over here.
Already done. Already done. Sorry. There are.
I'll be
positives about doing-
right back. Y'all, if you still support Trump, please join the guest request box or call on the number above. I'll be right. Give me 2 seconds. I just heard something and thought of something.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it is nice when people come up and they say that. It's a good change of pace for that. But yeah, so hey guys, this is real quick. Lots of states have primaries coming up. So be sure to be looking at when your state primaries are, find out if they're open or closed. What I mean when I say that is if you have a closed primary, that it means you are only able to vote in primaries for the party that you are registered with. So if you are a Republican, you can only vote in the Republican Party, Democrat, etc. Let me see if I can't. Okay, here it is. So I found this pretty cool website earlier. today, in fact, that gave me the list of all of the every single state when your primary is occurring, and if you even have if you have runoff primary dates as well. It's called the NCSL, the National Conference of State Legislators 2026 state primary election dates. So be sure to get out and vote this year. Let's see. Who has upcoming primaries? Indiana and Ohio. You guys are the next primaries that are closing on May 5th. So be sure to may the 5th be with you, okay? Just want to let you guys know that real quick. Also, don't forget that Donald Trump decided to try to one-up Iran, saying, well, if they're not going to reopen the strait, we'll just, we'll
Dude,
put a
what the
blockade.
fuck even is that, bro?
I don't fucking know.
Like, I am so fucking confused, all right? Like, I'm not that I don't understand. Like, I understand the point of a blockade, right? I do. It's not saying I don't understand. I don't understand the point of a blockade. But literally, they were like, if you guys don't open up this trade, then we're going to shut it ourselves?
It was literally the dumbest thing ever. And the fact that CENTCOM is like, yeah, we will. We're going to have these ships ready to block everybody unless it's somebody that we approved of. It was literally, they're like, we'll block anybody that has paid a toll to Iran to get through. And Donald Trump, they didn't specify how they were going to block them. That's kind of the problem.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, if you guys, I know we have a whole bunch of activists and very, very amazing people that watch us on this live, a bunch of people that work on campaigns, a bunch of people that do all sorts of stuff like that. My podcast is coming out starting next month. Ari and I are both doing interviews for that podcast. We have already interviewed one of the Democrats that's running in Florida's 12th, and the Democrat that is leading the way in New York's 7th.
Yep.
Great candidates, both of them. Tell you just doing amazing work. So if you guys have candidates or no candidates or working on campaigns for them, and you think that they would benefit from being on my show, send them my way. And
send me a message because he doesn't check his.
By my way, I mean to Ari.
Yeah, send me a
Yeah,
message.
don't send it to me. I will completely fuck that up.
He will not.
But
I will, though.
Send it over in our direction, which means by Ari, over to Ari, and we'll talk about possibly having them on. Also, you know who I'm really looking for? So I have a couple lawyers lined up that they're interviewing. We've got some great representatives. But if you're a doctor or something, or a lawyer or something like that that's in the field that knows a lot about what's going on in our political climate, with Donald Trump's cases and anything like that, those are also people that I would love to talk to and love to have on the show. So send it over to Ari. Like I said, we're just building this thing, so we have a lot of opening times right now. And as we grow, they may not be there. So be sure to check it out. Hello, how are you?
Good.
Awesome. How old are you?
Can you turn on the stream in the background, please?
I'm 18.
Okay, fantastic.
That seems suspicious.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Turn down the stream in the background right now.
There's nothing in the background.
Yeah, no, then bye, because I'm not hearing my voice come back through.
I like Trump because he's cool.
Yeah, and you're not 18 anyways. See, I always wait, ask them their age, and then I ask them another question, then I go back to their age without to try to trip them.
Trick them?
Yeah, it almost always works. I had one guy that was literally, this was the biggest self-own in a lie, he's like, I'm 21, and I was like, great. And then I asked him, do you still support? And then I asked him, my next question was, what year did you graduate high school? He's like, I know my date of birth. He's like, you weren't prepared for that question.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
All right.
Can you? I hear music.
Yeah, what?
Can you get away from loud music?
Yeah. I got you.
Oh, okay. Are you still there?
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah,
How old are you?
Oh, shit.
20.
20. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a delay or something?
I have no idea. Yeah, he did have
Oh,
bars
is it?
earlier.
Oh,
Yeah,
hello?
there's a significant
Yeah,
delay.
there's a huge delay by the
Yeah, I
time
had
by
bars.
when I ask you a question and you respond. So I'm gonna drop you so you can get some better reception or something, because like I can't have a conversation with that kind of delay.
It's such a weird one.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Like, I don't get it. Hello, are you there?
Yep,
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Meh, I don't know. Not really.
Okay. Why'd you request?
Just wanted to talk to you guys. Say
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
That's how you guys are doing.
You're doing great, man. All right. Well,
I
bye.
don't know. I saw Trump yesterday though. You
I'm sure you didn't. Hi, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you guys doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
36.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, I do.
You do. Why is that?
Well, I guess we'll talk about the current issue. He's removing the capabilities of Iran from maintaining a nuclear warhead, and then which is also preventing Hamas and other terrorist groups from acquiring it and letting it off. So I think that's a threat to my family if it's not dealt with, and I think it's being dealt with.
Gotcha. So in March of last year, when the director of national intelligence said the United States intelligence assessment said that Iran was not trying to build a nuclear weapon at all, you obviously don't believe them. And then when that was backed up by the intelligence apparatuses of 50 other allied nations, who all also said they weren't building a nuclear weapon or even trying to, you don't believe any of that. And then again, back in June, when Donald Trump said that we obliterated all of their nuclear capabilities and they were decades away from being able to keep a nuclear weapon, you don't believe that either. So now we need, after all of that, to now go to war to do the same thing that was already said to have been accomplished last year?
Just to be clear, you're talking about the Tulsi Gabbard, John Ossoff comments?
That was the first thing. And then the second thing was out of Donald Trump's actual mouth.
No. You're talking about the Tulsi Gabbard,
I said two different things, sir. I said in March of last
You said,
year.
like, four different things.
No,
Well,
I
let's
said
start with
two
the first
different.
one.
No, let's start with all of them.
If you want to have a conversation, I can overwhelm you too. I can start with 35 years. What about Obama giving them $1.6 million? Do you really want to have this conversation, buddy?
Yes, it was 1.7, and Donald Trump just gave him 14.
$1.7 million
And
to build a nuclear warhead. Guess what? He saved your fucking ass. Shut the fuck up.
you're not even smart enough to have
Is that
your
how you
side of the point,
Shut
sir.
the fuck up, you stupid liberal.
Sir, it was $1.7 billion, not $1 million.
you.
You don't even know
1.7
your own point, okay? I was trying to correct you to make your point stronger, and you're too emotional to even listen to me try to help you out. Okay, I am so much smarter than you in this that I know your point and
you're
my
not. You
point.
just
Okay, I know your point
you listen
and
to
my
CNN.
point. Unmute again, and I'm fucking kicking
listen
you
to
off the
CNN.
live. Unmute again, I'm kicking you off the live. Okay, so Joe Obama, under the Obama administration, they were given $1.7 billion that was given to them by the court system. Okay, not by Obama, but even if it was by Obama, literally Donald Trump just released sanctions and gave them $14 billion.
To sell their oil with. So they're self-funded?
Do you know how dumb you have to be yelling at someone that's trying to help you make your point?
I mean, that's MAGA.
I was literally helping him with his point, and he was screaming over me to be wrong about his own point that was actually I made better for him.
Do you actually want to have this conversation, buddy?
You know how stupid you have to be to not let me help your own point out? See, if you could be calm enough and act like a fucking adult, then we could actually have a conversation about the actual facts instead of just crashing out like a little petulant child, you know?
You started yelling at me.
Hey,
You started yelling at me, you stupid fucking.
No.
All right, you see how you're acting like a child again? I brought you up out of the goodness of my heart to try to see if you could try to act like an adult again, okay? But I guess when your parents or siblings, there's just no helping you. You
You
know,
also just
there's
weren't
there's
yelling.
other people to talk to, right? People are calling on my phone line. There's people on the guest request box. I could talk to any of them, and I tried to be nice to you, okay, and talk your way through this because I think it's a good point to talk about. But I can't talk about it with you if you're gonna crash out like a fucking child. All right. So if you want to come back up again later, once you've calmed down, maybe once you've taken your medication, okay, maybe once maybe once you've gotten a hug or something, then maybe we can have a conversation because the conversation actually is important, but I'm not going to listen to you scream.
Same. Hi, how are you? Okay. Weirdos. Oh,
It's
sorry.
just sad, dude.
I didn't get it anyway. Like, you weren't yelling. Like, do you guys really need to learn what it means when somebody projects their voice and how it comes over on a microphone? Speak with your diaphragm, guys. Maybe
Huh.
you'll think everybody's yelling.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good.
That's great. How old are you?
25.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
I do.
Awesome. Why is that?
I do.
Why is that?
Many reasons. Most of them we're going to disagree on. So what I want to ask you is, if not Trump, then who?
Literally anyone. My dog, a goldfish, the shit I took
I
earlier.
vote Rupert.
What would have been so better right now if, say, that Kamala girl would have been president? What would have been better?
What would have been better? We wouldn't be at war with Iran. Our economy would have continued to grow at an exponential rate. We'd have lower interest rates right now. We would have had a better housing. We would have had freaking better medical care at this point. Literally almost anything. But it is quite telling that you call her that Kamala girl as if she wasn't the vice president of the fucking United States. So now we know exactly why she never became president, because misogynists like you.
So you're saying with 100% certainty that everything that you said would have been true if she was president?
Yes.
100% certainty.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
would
lie.
I would go higher, but I can 100%. Only that's as high as it goes. But if I could go higher, I would.
Yeah, you can't say 100% certainty that all that would have been true.
Yes, I can.
Sure. There's actually
With
plenty of
100%
reasons why.
certainty.
Yeah. Do you think that Harris would have enacted the one big beautiful bill?
She would have had her own plan.
Exactly. The one big beautiful bill is the reason why so many American citizens have been reduced, have had SNAP benefits reduced, or been kicked off SNAP, right? And then why, starting in October of this year, a lot of people are going to be disqualified for Medicaid and Medicare.
Trump's going to have a better system in place by then.
He's been telling us that since 2017. And
Yes, but
I
now
have yet
there's a
to
deadline.
see
He's
it.
gonna act. He's gonna act
When?
soon. It'll be out by then.
2 weeks,
He's
right?
not gonna leave everyone out hanging. That's not what he's gonna do.
Why? The Republicans just left everyone that was receiving the ACA subsidies ass out in the wind at the end of last year. So that's not true. He said that they were going to come to some kind of resolution, and they didn't before the end of the year. So that's not true.
Budget cuts. Simple as that.
We already cut the budget, and then we increased it with the one big beautiful bill.
So it's like you're not gonna get happy. Not you, but just Democrats are not gonna be happy with anything, is what it seems like.
It seems like you're not able to address what I just said. And so therefore you're saying that Democrats are going to be happy about anything. No, sir. Why would I be happy that 2.4 million American citizens are now going to be facing food insecurity in the United States of America?
So where do you think the money should come from?
Sir, do you know how much it costs you for people to feed everybody that's on SNAP? 42 million American citizens to receive SNAP benefits out of your paycheck, out of your tax burden every year? How much it costs you?
I'm gonna pay it one way or another. It's my
No. I'm
taxes.
asking, how much does it cost you? Do you know?
I don't know.
You don't know. $29 out of an entire year to feed 42 million Americans.
Okay.
So we can afford it if it only costs you about $29 to $36.
That's that. What about all the other stuff? We don't have enough money for all of these programs. Do you agree with that?
No, I disagree with you.
You disagree.
Yes.
So what you're saying is, if correct me if I'm wrong, what you're saying is whether a Democrat or Republican was president, the deficit would have decreased anyway.
The deficit is increasing.
My apologies. Increasing. Well, either way, it would increase, yes?
Yes, because we approve a budget on a 10-year cycle. So when they
But
approve
what's the
for the
big deal
budget,
about cutting
sir,
programs?
sir, when they approve spending, it's over a 10-year period, right? And then they estimate how much it's going to cost. Now you can state what you were trying to ask.
There's just not enough money for all of it.
There is. There are workarounds for it, like creating a new tax bracket for anybody that, let's just say, makes over $1 million in a year, and then they're on their own separate tax bracket and maybe they pay more. That would be one solution.
You would have to tax the rich, tax the rich.
I just said people over $1 million.
That's what you're saying. A lot of Democrats, they're out here tax the rich, tax
mean,
the
I'm
rich.
not a
They're out here
Democrat,
with
I mean, we
their
should
hair.
tax the rich. I mean,
They
that
should be
does.
paying more.
Yeah, I don't know why people have a.
They are being taxed.
How much did Tesla pay last year in taxes?
I don't know.
$0. In 2025, Tesla paid $0 in taxes. How much did Tesla pay in taxes in 2024?
I'm assuming zero.
Good job. It is also $0. Okay.
And why is that?
Because of all the tax loopholes and tax breaks that Republicans give them in things like the Big Beautiful Bill and Donald Trump's last tax plan, right? Which gives them huge tax loopholes and allows them to exploit them so they don't pay any taxes. So when we say tax the rich, we mean at all, dude. That's what we're fucking talking about. It's not charge them this extraordinary tax to where they lose all of their money. It's that they're not paying taxes, and that's a problem, right? The fact that
it's only Republicans not paying taxes.
No, sir. Of
what?
course, there's tons of Democrats not paying taxes. What I'm saying is that the Republicans are the ones that give them the outs and give them the tax breaks that allows them not to pay taxes. Okay, I don't think that you, who made however much money you made last year, I don't know. We'll just call you generally middle class and say you made $70,000 last year. You don't have to correct me. I don't really care that much. Okay, but whoever you made and you had was it 22% tax rate, right? And corporations in the United States have what, a 15% tax rate? Plus they
21.
21.
Donald Trump has
I thought
proposed.
they just lowered it
cutting
again. Not the big
No,
beautiful.
They did not actually.
Oh, okay.
The one big beautiful bill luckily did not lower the corporate
Good.
tax rate.
I thought it did. So maybe I'm off on
did
that.
not yet.
But yeah, anyway, still it's 21% where they literally pay less than you. But then they go through all the taxes and loopholes, all the big open gaps that Republican policies put in on them, and they end up paying zero. And I don't believe when freaking Tesla made something like $5.8 billion last year, they should be paying zero in taxes. Okay. And you, at a middle class person, should be paying thousands, if not tens of thousands in taxes. I think that's a problem, don't you?
There's what, two sides to every story.
Sorry, it's not really a two sides every story thing. They paid $0. I'm asking you if you think the company
they paid $0 because the rules are there for a reason. Democrats paid $0 as well, but no one wants to talk about them. It's always Republican.
Okay, sir, name a Fortune 500 company owned by a Democrat.
You do it.
Okay, whatever
I could look it up,
whatever
but
company Mark Cuban owns. Okay, I want him to also pay freaking his fair share of taxes. I want Bill Gates to pay his fair share of taxes. I want whatever, Democrat business owner that you can find. I want them to them to pay their fair share of taxes regardless. What I'm saying is that the Republicans give them the policies that allow them to do it and Democrats don't. Okay, I'm not saying that I want Republicans or Democrats to pay more taxes or less taxes. I want all rich people and all giant companies to take more of the tax burden so that we can relieve the tax burden on the middle and lower classes.
That makes sense, but the next president that whoever gets elected, by the time your president gets around, if their party is still not paying taxes, are you going to get on here and say, hey, it's my party, but you need to pay your taxes? Or is it just the party that you don't agree with?
Sir, when we're saying things like tax people or tax corporations that make over a certain amount of money, That's for anyone that falls under that. Anyone and
Yes,
everybody
but
that falls under that. And Mark Cuban, the example that Paulie just gave you, actually has told them to increase his taxes. He wants his tax burden to increase because he thinks that he should be paying more. Like, it doesn't matter on party. Like, when we're saying this is a blanket statement. This is not falling along party lines.
see, we'll just never see eye to eye.
Right, because you simp for billionaires.
Sir, I don't know how we're not seeing eye to eye. Do you think you or Tesla, who made $5.8 billion, should pay more taxes? That's it.
I think if they wanted to pay taxes, they need to change the codes.
That's what I'm saying, sir.
The codes are there for a reason. It's not just Republicans taking advantage of it.
Who wrote the last tax bill?
All right, if you want to go back that far, let's go back even further when the Democrats were writing it.
That's where I was going. Who wrote the last?
Stuff for their party. Republicans do stuff for their party.
Who wrote the
It's how
last
it's
one,
always
sir?
been.
Who wrote the last one?
The Republicans.
And who wrote the one before that?
Who?
Republicans. Donald Trump.
Republicans, yeah. The last two tax bills were Donald Trump's tax plans. And then the one before that, when Obama was president, what he did was he extended the tax amount. He extended the middle to lower class tax brackets out and then let the upper class ones expire from the Bush plan, a Republican.
So therefore, the tax rate for corporations was 35%. Okay, and then Trump came in and immediately lowered it. Immediately, first thing he did was say corporations need to pay less taxes. Okay, and that's what tends to happen. I'm not saying this is 100%, but generally and almost always, right? When Republicans get in office, they lower taxes for corporations and the rich people. Okay, they lower them. They say that they should have to pay less of their money towards taxes. And when Democrats do it, they raise the taxes on those people back to what it was. And we've seen that through some of the most successful times in this country's history. All right, the marginal tax rate on corporations has been up to like 90%. Right? Obviously, that's been rose.
87%.
Like 90% is 87%. All right, love you, babe. 87% exactly, right? And during that time, corporations were making a lot more money. We had a very, very strong middle class, right? We had growing business. We had a preference on small businesses, right? Small businesses did a lot more for the United States because they were able to actually succeed because small businesses succeed more when the middle class is doing better.
I don't know. I still support Trump.
Yeah, we understand
Not everything.
That's not the problem.
That Trump and y'all make it seem like anything a Republican does, no matter who they are,
When
it's
did we
just
say
bad.
that? What did we
It's-
say that
it's-
says Republicans bad? All Republicans bad.
All we're saying is that
Never said
trickle
you
down
said
economics
that. I
is
said
bad.
You're making it seem like that.
Sir,
No,
all
that's
we're-
just your perception.
Yeah, all we're saying is trickle down economics is bad because it doesn't work. Because it doesn't.
So
Hasn't worked in a long time.
Yeah,
In fact,
in a long time, you mean
ever.
Yeah, ever in the history of life. Yeah.
Yeah. The true Reaganomics was just trickle down economics because he thought that that's what would happen. Yet we've never actually seen it. In fact, like under Biden, even though it was still under Donald Trump's tax plan, we saw that real wage growth actually outpaced inflation under his term in presidency. We're seeing the opposite of that now. Inflation is outpacing real wage growth right now under Donald Trump's presidency. And this is all found on the BLS.
So I'm assuming you don't support the big beautiful bill.
Now I
With-
talked
with
about that like 5
everything
minutes
you
ago.
said.
I know.
It's
No.
a very big bill.
The
I'm
majority
just
of
saying,
it, no.
You agree with absolutely
It's
nothing in it.
331 pages annotated. Or sorry, not annotated.
Sure, I agree with certain parts of it, like the parts that he stole from Bernie Sanders. I love those parts.
Stole?
Huh?
So they just can't. So both of them aren't allowed to have the same idea without him stealing.
Well, technically, Bernie Sanders stole it from Rand Paul, and then Donald Trump stole it, and then Kamala Harris used it. But no, Donald Trump has never had a real original good idea of his own fucking ever. I don't think. But I give him credit. It's okay to steal good ideas. I don't really have an issue with that. Yeah, I wish Donald Trump would spend more time stealing good ideas from Democrats and then implementing them. I think it would make him a much better president.
I wish the Democrats would stop bailing him out, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation to have. But
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Especially SCOTUS. They also need to stop bailing him out.
Yeah.
So, but besides taxes, what about I believe it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe more. They were talking about the S&P 500. They were talking about the Nasdaq. Talking about
The
how
Dow,
it's
the
new
Dow.
highs.
Yeah, how's that Dow doing right now? Is it still at 50,000?
Is that what, 46.5 last time I saw it?
Yeah. Stock market's doing great since the Iran
I just
war.
picture Pam Bondi in a room in like a straitjacket, just going, the Dow, the Dow, the Dow.
It's record
It's
high-
at
it's record highs.
50,000.
right now.
The Dow, the
Sir,
Dow.
Sir, I heard what you said, even though we were making a joke, but every president in the 21st century has had the record high in the stock market. Every president.
Is it every president since the Great Depression?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, I was just doing the 21st.
Yeah, go ahead. I might be wrong on that, but go ahead.
But yeah, so dude, like that's nothing new. That happened under Biden. That happened under Trump the first time. That happened under Obama, et cetera, going back, because that's just, it's forever a growing market.
You cannot trust Biden.
What does that have to do with what the fuck she just said, dude?
The information with Biden and his whole administration false.
The Biden administration doesn't give out stock market numbers. The stock market does.
I'm talking about that administration. Horrible.
She didn't talk about the administration. You said stock market's at record highs. She was
You
explaining to
mentioned
you
Biden,
how the stock
and I
market is
mentioned the
high on
administration.
every single one. How about you just try to stay on topic, dude?
What's the topic? What do you want to talk about?
We're talking about the stock market.
I thought that was the end of it.
Oh. I thought that was the beginning of it, personally.
I
But
also
You went all
thought
the way
it was
back
the
to the Great
beginning.
Depression.
Right. And explaining to you that every president since the Great Depression
Yes,
has
and I
had
thought that was-
I actually don't know if that's true or not.
That's why I went with 21st century. Stop confusing me.
Yeah, don't use that. That was a guess.
So I thought that was the end of it. You're saying that's the beginning of it. Do you have more to say on it?
Do you? You're the one who brought it up.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to give a response. Goodness me. Yeah.
Nope, that's actually
That's
pretty
fucking
fucking
accurate.
accurate. Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy how accurate that was on
Pretty
that.
accurate or
And-
accurate?
No, it's dead on
fucking
accurate.
accurate.
Every president has had an increase since 1932. Yep.
And increase or record increases? What are we talking about here?
Record increase. It was always the high. So we had. Sorry, let's go. It was 347. This is the Dow, right? It was 347 in 1929. Then we had the Great Depression. It recovered back up to that same number in 1954, and ever since then, it has gone up under every president since that day. Here's the drop. Here's the Great Depression. Here's the recovery. 1954. Right here, November was 386, which means it had fully recovered, and it's gone up every single year. And you have a little drop right here for a year or so, and then it's right back up. Then you have a drop for a year, and then it's up. Then you have a drop for a year, and then it's up. All the way through. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, look at 2000. Let's see, 2000. Oh, I'm trying to get to. This is before the 2008 recession. So 2000, I can't find it. So we had the crash right here. I don't know why it won't let me hit December of 2008.
It's okay. Just
All right,
keep
we'll
going.
just go.
We got it.
Let's
We
go
got the
January
closest one.
2009. It was 8,000 after the housing market crash, and then Obama left it at like, let's see, it was 7,000 when he took over, and Obama left it at, Jesus Christ, 24,000. Oh, I was wrong year. Almost 20,000.
Yeah, 19.
Almost 20,000.
Yeah. So
He
ba-
literally
beat the
almost
record.
tripled it.
Yeah. So he beat the record from when Bush left and what the high under Bush, which was 14. So
Well, good for
yes.
him.
Yeah. So do you understand how the stock market is not a good inflection point for you on here?
It's still at record highs. I mean,
Again, congratulations to every president. Congratulations to every president.
whoever just put that
Dude,
Sir!
bro, did you know Donald Trump has teeth too? Holy shit, bro. Fuck it. Can we get a round of applause for Donald Trump, who has ears? He also has ears, bro. Since, we're just giving him credit for just what the fuck ever, dude. Like, I was gonna say he has
We're
hair,
giving
but
him
that's
credit
actually
'cause
he,
he
has a
actually
lot
cares about
less
this country.
hair than most other presidents. So, but we're gonna give a round of applause. Let's give Donald Trump a round of applause for having ears. Hey, Summer.
Well, thank you for applauding Trump.
Yep. He has the same amount of ears as every single president, probably a few less teeth and a whole lot less brain cells.
It's all right. Even though you're mocking him, he'll still fight for you. Don't worry.
He'll fight for me.
He'll fight for you. He fights for the
I do
American
not want
people.
Donald Trump
Simple as
fighting
that.
for me. Okay.
The 5-time draft dodger is going to fight for me.
Yes, he's running the country. He fights for all Americans.
Sorry. Yeah, we'll just even out the microphones. Anyway, sir, do you have anything of actual relevance to, add to this conversation, or are you just gonna applaud Donald Trump for, having
what's
toes
the point
next?
of this? You're asking me why I support Trump. I tell you why, and you get whatever reason that you can to find out that it's factual or it's just not factual, it's incorrect, this is the right way.
Are
You're
you
asking me why I
trying to
support
talk
Trump,
shit on
and
me
all
for
you do is-
knowing things that are facts? Because I don't know how to unknow facts, sir.
What do you want out of this? You're asking me why I support Trump. I'm telling you why.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. Your reasons don't
Okay.
make any sense.
You're doing great,
and
bud.
yeah, they're not helpful for really anything.
Who do you support?
Democracy, the Constitution, freedom.
Who did you vote for in the last election? And why? And
Kamala Harris.
why did you vote for them? Why? Why did you vote for her?
Because she had a significantly better agenda than Donald Trump.
All right, cool. So one reason.
Actually, technically, that's every reason, but regardless.
She had an 82-page economic policy alone. So one of probably the biggest ones of her economic plan that she had, that I think is super important, is the making a
And you think her
federal.
plan would have passed the Senate?
Hi, can I finish my sentence?
Go ahead.
Awesome. Appreciate that. So it was making a federal anti-price gouging bill, which is just expanding on the 38 states that already have one. Because that would have stopped companies from being able to increase their prices nationwide during a pandemic that caused a supply shortage, like C-19. And
Do
the
you think
reason
her
why it
economic
didn't kick in at the state level is because it was a national emergency, not a state individual emergency. And so it doesn't kick in their anti-price gouging laws.
And you think that plan would have passed the Senate, the House and the Senate?
Yeah, actually, I think it would have.
You think Republicans would have been on side?
Republicans, no, because then you have individuals like Rick Scott, who is against the the trading bill that Josh Hawley has introduced into the Senate, right? Then still hasn't been brought up to the floor for a vote, which just says that anybody that is reelected and that is sworn in on their next term on January 3rd, 2027, would not be able to invest in any stocks going further, and they'd have to divest.
Amen.
So she had whatever plan that she wanted, but if it wasn't going to pass the House or the Senate, it never would have went through.
We don't know whether it would have passed or not, but Donald Trump's freaking passed like less than 24 bills through the House and the Senate, and he like so far this term, and he has Republican House, a Republican Senate, and the freaking presidency, and he still somehow passed less legislation this term than Joe Biden was able to with a split Congress. Okay.
Yeah, I know him with his auto pen.
Every president since Thomas Jefferson has used the auto pen, including Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump didn't sign all those pardons himself for the January 6 rioters.
Rioters?
You heard me.
Let me guess. When some of those so-called protests turn violent, it's still just a protest, right? When it's the Democrats and libs out there,
I believe that
it's not a riot,
that
or
somebody that gets violent should definitely, if they cause property damage or damage to another individual, absolutely should have their due process.
You're boring me. I'm
believe
gonna
that.
move
Why
on to
don't
another
you not?
conversation, okay?
All right, yeah, go ahead. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Have
I
a
just
good
I
day,
just
sir.
truly don't think you're an actual serious person.
I don't think he is either.
I don't think you're actually serious.
Not at all.
All right, y'all.
Oh.
All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Y'all, if you guys are new here, please make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Y'all, we are at 130,000 likes over here on the clock app over here. We should easily get that thing up to 200,000. We've been on for like an hour and a half. We should be at like 250 already. So let's get this thing up to 100,000. Really, really appreciate you guys. Get to tapping. Also, make sure you guys are sending those heart me's if you haven't already. We're at like 115 of those. We should also be about 200 of those. We're trying to grow this fan club over here, get this thing over 1,000. I think we're sitting like just over 500 right now. If you'd like to support the live, I do have my live gift goal. I have the hand hearts going on over here. We're like almost 3/4 of the way through that one. So if you'd like to help support that, I really appreciate that. Also, I do have super chats, super stickers, and pay links in the bio. All this does help to keep us doing this every single day and to push new content out for you guys. So any support is greatly appreciated. Scott said the last super chat was about golf. Get your head out of the gutter. That was what I said I wasn't gonna read. Yeah, sure it was, bud. Sure it was. So well done. I said Opportunity Zones, Future Act, funding minority businesses, permanent funding for HBCUs. I would love to talk about all of those. That would be great. So if you want to call in, I would like to show you how that's not correct at all. But thank you for letting me know. Eddie, thank you so much for the $5. Said if this dude was a sniper, he'd be yelling at the enemy to stop waving and pointing the guy there. Guys, stop! Stop! Stop it! Thank you so much, Sean. I appreciate that. And thank you so much, Eddie. I appreciate that. Scott, freaking Taco, thank you so much. Said MAGA has a no feet pick game.
I would imagine not. They don't even believe that you should get a pedicure, most people, because like that's gay to have a guy.
How's
touch
your
feet.
foot pick game?
Probably not that great either, honestly. Mostly because I don't want to take them. You like my feet.
You search
so.
the internet hard enough, you might find something. Just saying. It's not hers, it's actually mine. Jeff, thank you so much for $2. Said, I'm sorry about what happened, by the way. Sorry about what?
I assume he said something in the chat, and then a mod probably was like, roar.
Oh. Yeah, guys, I get if you guys help every support that you guys do helps for there to be less of my feet pics on the internet. So Electric and Tara, thank you guys so much for the hand hearts. I appreciate that. And I thank you guys all for the support. Again, if you guys like support, I do super chats, super stickers. Thank you so much. I will send feet pics for every super chat over $10. That's a joke. Don't kick me off the social media apps. I'm joking, please. Some AI bot's gonna take that serious. I'm joking. It was a joke. Oh my god.
I know it. I'm actually confused, but that doesn't take much. So what I was just gonna say though is if you're on TikTok and you see my box in the bottom screen, go ahead and be sure to hit that follow button at least.
100%. Yeah, that was a joke. I was like, dude, tell me one of these things I think I'm actually like selling feet pics.
You fixed the issue with the mics, by the way. Thank
Yeah, exactly. Tell me. Scott also thinks for $5 and Mag is still voting DJT by now or lost. Yeah, I tend to agree
In
with you.
space.
They lost
No,
way
they
in
can't make.
space.
They
Yeah.
can't make it to space. It's the action.
And Veronica, thank you so much for the $2 over on the Cash App too. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. Doesn't seem that we have any callers. I'm pretty sure that was the spam caller from earlier.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. So, or a troll caller or something. I'm 99% sure if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think you're right that they were the one that just went bleh. Hi, Ben. How are you? Hello?
This is Benjamin Washington.
I mean, he likes both presidents. He couldn't decide.
I was about to say Netanyahu.
Oh.
Well, my first question was going to be, how do you know his name? Because I thought he was a phone call.
Oh, no. I
And
just
was
thought I
like,
would say
that's
hello.
pretty crazy.
Oh, that's a new number.
Yeah, this might be someone new.
Hi, how
Hello,
are you?
how are you?
I'm doing well.
Awesome. How old are you?
26.
And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I'm actually a guy who's independent and try to figure out what's going on, look at the information, and I'm starting to see what's going on a little bit. I'm already seeing about the fuel going up on our area right now, and it's everywhere. Y'all mentioned about Medicaid and Medicare. That hasn't happened to me yet because I'm on that right now. I'm hoping it doesn't because it's going to screw a lot of people for having that insurance because our medical stuff is not cheap. And what I don't support is where he bombed Iran for chemical warfare, or I didn't say that right, nuclear warfare, sorry.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
so
no,
that's-
those are all great reasons to not support Donald Trump. It sounds like you kind of already made your mind understand over here. Not to mention they're about to fund that war by taking more people's health care away, especially if this thing gets extended any longer.
Yeah,
It's
and
going to
with
be
the-
absolutely horrible. But yeah, man, I totally understand, and thank you for being independent, and thank you for thinking on your own, and trying to come to conclusions by yourself. I am gonna let you go so I can talk to some Trump supporters and try to get more of a debate in here. But I really encourage you to stick around because I bet you could learn a lot. All right.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man. Have a good one. All right, we're gonna keep this thing going. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Sounds like a nice guy. He's probably gonna learn more by us.
He did.
By us.
This is not the time to vote third party. So
Well, he didn't say third party, did he?
somebody thought he did at least.
Oh, I just thought he heard. I just heard him say I'm an independent.
Yeah, that's all I heard too.
Yeah.
Hi, caller. How are you?
Nigger, 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 nigger,
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you?
The call is coming from inside the house.
Don't throw stones in glass houses. That was a good one, actually. I was not.
Jody, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That last caller made my ears bleed. I saw that. I saw the $10. I thought we were getting a request over here.
Ooh, yeah, I just caught up with
Yeah,
that.
that's okay. How do you think I feel with having to listen to him inside of my actual ears there?
Yeah,
No.
that is true.
Yeah, it's a lot worse through in-ear monitors. I promise you.
Yeah, but it
Like,
works out so much better with
Straight.
my hair.
I know. That's why I talked you into it. I did a good job too.
You did. You did great. Hi, guest. How are you?
Hello, I'm 31 years old. How are you guys?
Doing well. And are you supporting Donald
Lovely.
Trump?
Yes, I think Trump is a great person. The main point of support is I think it was in January. Yes, and I will speak upon that. I think in January he said that he will not give federal funding to support environment that allow trans athletes, and I think that is a great point of contention that I do support. That is my main point of support.
Awesome.
I'm
What
happy
state
to-
do you vote in?
I'm not American. I'm European, but
All right, man. Well, then go be European, okay? Oh, dang, I didn't get to it in time.
Yeah, I didn't save that number.
Yeah, that was fine. I want to answer that. Yeah, you can go be a European bigot. We got plenty of bigots here, okay?
Boots.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh!
Call back.
Dude, call back. I remember you. Dude, I was trying to figure out who the fuck that was. Holy shit.
The realization at the exact same time.
Dude, I forgot about that.
He's the one that was supposed to call us back and told us he went to the recruiters.
Yeah. Dude, call back. Call
Call
Do y'all
back,
remember
man.
that? We were on live. Man, this has been like a month ago.
Yeah.
And we were talking to a caller who said, this war will be over in a few weeks. If it's not over, we had an agreement that if the war wasn't over, he was gonna go enlist. I saved him his boot I meant to save him his boot. I apparently saved him his boots. I saved him his boot for the caller, so I remember him. And he just called, and I want to find out if he's enlisted yet because the war's not over.
It's still going. Call back, man. We remember you now. I just couldn't remember who would I
I'm about to call him back.
Who? Okay.
I'll do it. Fuck it, I'm calling.
Just hold on. Be ready to hang up in case voicemail clicks on.
Yeah, what's up, Polly?
Yo, did you enlist?
Yo, I can't enlist, man, but if I would be able to, I should have enlisted. Yeah, you're right. The war ain't over. Yeah, I gotta take the L on that.
Why didn't you enlist?
I wish I could. I'm not giving excuses, but I'm not medically able to enlist. I wish I could, though.
Seems suspicious. Army's taking pretty much everybody right now.
No, but I'm really serious right now. I got to take the L on that. I thought by now it would be over, and I don't know where we're going from here. But if it's not, it can't be about regime change now because that shit ain't happening. So I don't really know what's going to be going forward. I don't really know why we're still in this war, to be honest.
Well, you know what? I at least will give him credit for admitting he was wrong and calling back in. That is
true.
rare.
That is true. I do want to ask, what branch of military service did you call to find out that you're not medically able to?
And is it Bone Spurs?
No, so I actually I was never gonna actually enlist because I know I'm trust me when I say I medically cannot be part of. The only part of the military I can be is on the computer, something that doesn't require me to be in combat on the ground, like standing on my feet. I can't be on my feet all day. I have a problem with my feet.
Well, I'm not going to dig into it. I'm not going to try to figure out your medical stuff or
I was
diagnose
just
you.
curious, which
But,
branch
yeah.
he called. I
Yeah.
mean, as
I
long
was
as
just
it
curious
wasn't
on your
Bone
status
Spurs.
since you said you were going to call back. Well, sorry that you were wrong, and sorry that you can't enlist, and I hope you have a good one, okay?
Yeah, no problem. But I will call back in a month just in case I end up being right. Right now, you're 100% right. If things somehow by any miracle something changes, I'll call back. If let's say there's somehow a regime change, or even if there's not a regime change, if the war is over and Iran capitulates somehow to an agreement, and
Well,
they
sir,
shut off
that wasn't
all
my
the nukes
argument. The
forever
war will
somehow.
eventually end.
Every
Sorry?
war ends eventually.
That wasn't my argument. That the war will eventually end, and usually, when wars end, somebody capitulates at least something, and I assume that'll be Iran. That wasn't my argument. You just said the war was going to be over in a few weeks, and that was what we were saying. Is that it wasn't? We're already well past
that
a few
part,
weeks.
That part you're right about 100% about. Right. All right. Yeah. that
Anyways,
part,
all right, man.
100%.
Well, you have a good one. All right. Have fun with those Bone Spurs.
All right. Take care.
Later. It's Bone Spurs.
Flat-footed. Is he already flat-footed?
I don't know, but it's Bone Spurs.
I do know that people tend to have an issue with becoming flat-footed once they're in the military.
Yeah, and some people can't join because they're flat-footed. I don't think. So anymore.
I don't know.
I'm partially flat-footed, just a little bit.
Yes, I know.
Plantar fasciitis.
I was there when you told me.
Yeah. I'm glad you were there when I told you, because if you weren't there when I told you, that means I need to be in a psych ward.
Yeah. Or you just told Summer.
Atheist Cat, thank you so much for the sunglasses too. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Hi, how are you?
We're just having fun. We
I
don't
think
care
it's
who sees.
I think it's cute that they think playing a 2-second soundbite of copyrighted music is gonna get it flagged. It has to be over
Now
a
it
minute.
is. Now you're talking. Now you're talking about it, am I? So we go out. That's how it's supposed to be.
Do 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 do. I don't know enough
Living
of that song.
young and wild and free.
Hello.
Hi, I'm so happy to be talking to you from inside a coal mine, maybe?
Oh no, is the sound all jacked up?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Can you hear me better now?
No.
Not really,
Sounds about
no.
the same.
All right, hold on. Let me fix this. What about now?
No, I can
guess
still
it's a
hear
little
you.
better.
Okay.
Anyways,
I'm
you still
good.
support Trump?
Ish.
Ish.
Yes. I do still because like all the stuff that's going on with Iran, I don't agree with. I think I voted for him, right? Some of the stuff like immigration and stuff, I'm Hispanic. I don't know if you could tell by the name or not, but I'm Hispanic. I agree with some of the stuff that he's doing as far as like wanting to get the bad people out or whatever, but the way he's doing it is just kind of messed up. I don't agree with it.
Well, he's not doing getting the bad people out either, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like it just like a lot of people get pissed off at me because I used to be super conservative. And the people that I hung out with are pissed off at me now because I'm changing my mind because of the fact that it's like, people are yelling, hey, do it the right way, do it the right way. Well, now they're doing it the right way and you're still arresting them, guy. You can't do that shit. Like that's messed up.
yeah, that's why you don't put in somebody that's a fascist that hires white nationalists like Stephen Miller into the White House, because they're never going to do it the
Pete
right
Hegseth.
way, because they don't
Yeah.
have an intention of doing it the right way. Let's also remember that Obama deported a whole bunch of people. Biden deported a whole bunch of people. They actually went after criminal aliens. They actually did that. They went after cartel members. They went after people that were pulling drugs in, right? They just didn't scream about how evil they were and call them vermin and say they're poisoning the blood of the United States like they were freaking
Yeah.
reading out of Hitler's book, right? They were literally just doing the job because that's the job that's required for Americans, right? So that's
Yes,
how
sir.
that works.
And see, in the part when like I said, I agree with him on the like with what y'all were talking about earlier. I was listening to y'all talking to that guy. The whole thing about the Medicaid and Medicare. I understand that Ari, right? Am I pronouncing it right? Ari, I'm sorry. When she was talking about like the $29, right? Like to me, I think they should do. I think there's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Like I just feel like there's a lot of fraud when it comes to that. Like there's a lot of people that I know personally that I look at them and I'm like, bro, you should not be on that. I know that you could work. You're totally able to work.
Sir.
And it just sucks.
Sir, by looking at me since you're on TikTok, does it look like I
Uh-huh.
might have a disability, yes or no?
No.
Okay, you can't tell by just looking at somebody, sir. And I think that's like the important thing is people make assumptions just by looking at someone. Sir, I qualify for a handicap placard. If I want to get one, I can immediately. It wouldn't even take much. I could get it filed in a very red state, right? And I can get it
Yes,
and I can
ma'am.
put it in my car. I have a disability. You just can't tell by looking at me. And
Okay,
that's
and I hope I didn't offend you, but I'm
You
saying
didn't.
people that I know personally, like my friends and family, like I know these people, like I know there's nothing wrong with them. You know what I mean? And that's like, oh man, it sucks.
That's
Well,
your
and-
assumption.
First of all, that is an assumption, right? Just because they're your friends, your family, doesn't mean you know that everything that's going on with them. But let's just say that you're right, okay? Let's just say for whatever reason that the people that really there's nothing wrong with the people that you're talking about. Which again, like I got shit going on all the time that my friends and like all my friends and family don't fucking know about my shit going on, right? And Ari's the same way.
Yeah,
I'm sure all of us are the same way. So just because you don't know about it doesn't mean that that it's not true, right? You don't know what's going on in people's head, especially when it comes to like mental illness and stuff like that. You don't know what's going on, right? You don't. But even if it's true, right? Yeah, okay, cool. There is some level of fraud when it comes to different social welfare
It's less
programs.
than 5% for SNAP, and
Yeah.
the majority of it is that the state's overpaid, and then they take a deduction on the next
Right.
check.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's
Yeah.
arguing that there isn't some excuse me, there isn't some level that exists. It does. It's just incredibly minimal to the point where it's not an issue. And that's the part that I was getting at. It's not really an issue that we need to be worried about, right? The fraud happens. There's going to be fraud in everything, right? There's fraud. There's been fraud in Little League, right? Like there's been fraud in literally everything that every organization that's ever existed, every government organization that's ever existed, especially, there's always going to be fraud. So taking away really, really good things from really, really good people that really, really need it just because there is a level of fraud, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Donald Trump is literally doing a whole bunch of fraud right now, right? He's literally, he had the Saudis freaking donate a whole bunch of money to his private crypto firm. And then was it the Saudis? Yeah, I think it was the Saudis. And then he invited, like 2 weeks later, he was like, oh yeah, you can set up a military base in the United States, right? The Qataris gave him a jet. And then we sold the Qataris some of our most advanced chips on the planet, right? That's all fraud. That's all quid pro quo. That's all stuff like that, right? So like, we're talking about fraud. Donald Trump is doing it right in your face. And I'm much more worried about the people frauding stuff like Donald Trump, like the people in power, than I am about people, like, even though it's a problem, than people that are poor, frauding fucking soda pop or some shit. Like fucking, I don't know.
Over $29 to $36 a month. And I mean, like, what, you can make it illegal because it's already illegal, but it's still going to happen, unfortunately. Oh, he teacupped.
All right. Well, I
It's
guess we're going to
just,
move on to the next person then.
yeah, it's just not as prevalent as people think. And sorry, somebody, like, if you're somebody that is on like Snap or EBT, and let's say you want a let's just say $50 scratch off, and you want to go get your nails done with your $50 scratch off money, go get your fucking nails done.
I don't care what you're doing with the fucking money. I don't give a shit.
I mean, you can't use Snap on that anyway, so.
I just truly don't care, dude. Get ding dongs, get fucking like whatever. I seriously don't. I'm about to go get my Skittles actually. No.
Stop.
Yeah, they yelled at me last time.
They did very
Yeah,
much.
they were like, you're smacking a lie. I'm like, I don't care. I want my Skittles. But dude, you're already like, sorry, like no offense, you're already at the part of your life where
You have to ask for help, and it
yeah, where
already
you have to
feels
ask for
bad.
help. Like you probably need a mental pickup. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Real quick before you do that, y'all, make
How
sure you
you
guys hit
doing?
that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you guys. If you guys like to support the live, we do have super chats, super stickers, pay links in the bio. Live gift goal, we got the sunglasses over there. We're like 2 in, and we're almost up to 200,000 likes. So if you guys could hit that up, I really appreciate that. Also, don't forget your heart me's. Thank you.
How old are
Hey,
you, caller?
so, I'm 31.
Awesome. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Okay, look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really support like any political party, but I just caught the tail end of what you were saying, and I kind of had a question.
Okay, what's the
So,
question?
all right, and I could be wrong. I heard like, I guess the government scamming, way big scammers, da 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 da. And you got, people that might be scamming at a lower level. Well, I'm trying to kind of get the understanding of like, because someone that could be scamming at a lower level might be scamming a grandma. Boom, they could be taking thousands from the grandma. Now the grandma is like, all messed up and jacked up. You know what I'm saying? So what's really the difference, between the two?
Yeah, if someone
Or
is
did I get the
if a singular individual is scamming like the Snap system, first of all, that's bad. But second of all, that's not taking money from anyone else.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, Snap still continues. If there's a grandma who needs Snap benefits, they still get that money. It doesn't like stop because somebody else is frauding it, right? Who it's frauding is the American taxpayer, right? That's who it's frauding. It's frauding all of us who now have to pick up that burden. And that's bad. I'm not saying that's not bad. It's bad. But like Ari like specifically, talked about, like when it comes to like Medicaid fraud, when it comes to SNAP benefit frauds, when it comes to all these things, generally it's the providers are the people that are causing the fraud, like Medicaid fraud, right? It's usually doctors who are charging Medicaid for procedures they didn't do in order to scam the system, right? That's the primary amount of it. And yes, there is a minute part of it, right? But like look at Rick Scott in Florida, right? Who literally defrauded Medicaid for what? How much money was it? It was
$400 million, and he still got elected to Congress.
Yeah, $400 million. There was an overpayment for prescription costs in Florida, and the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, siphoned $10 million of that to his wife's his wife's nonprofit, right, without the taxpayer consent. I'm much more worried about $400 million from Rick Scott, who's a senator, or $10 million from Ron DeSantis, than I am about Susie, down the street, who defrauded us out of
$24 a month
yeah,
for SNAP benefits.
couple $100, man.
Yeah, in a year.
No, I get you. I get you. I mean, no, I definitely get you. I get you 100%. I just want to, because like I said, I cut the tail end of it. I still feel bad for my grandmas out there. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I definitely get you. Because and maybe that 1 month where they might be delayed for the SNAP for like a couple weeks, they got to get it straight. I think that happened to my aunt. My aunt, she had her SNAP benefits gone, and they got stolen from her. It took her a little bit to get them back. So,
and
that's not to mention that.
Actually, they don't even pay back SNAP benefits anymore. Like if your SNAP was stolen, you don't get reimbursed for a single dollar. If you don't get paid at the beginning of the month, they don't pay you for that month. There is no back pay on SNAP benefits anymore.
Yeah, not to mention what Donald Trump's big beautiful bill is taking like 4 million people off of SNAP benefits. This summer.
All right, well shoot.
Another
like
12 to 17 million people off of Medicaid. Like that's something more to worry about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what gets you. All right,
All right,
like
thanks,
I said,
man.
I cut the tail end. I was just trying to figure it all out because I thought the conversation. I watch y'all from time to time, and I've been trying to call in, just to kind of figure out like certain angles. But
Sure.
yeah,
Cool, no worries.
but-
Hope we answered
all right,
your
y'all.
question.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, that was cool.
All right.
Okay.
Coco and Zazu, thank you so much for the sunglasses. I appreciate that. And Scott, thank you so much for the $2. Said, will Caroline Levitt get maternity leave? Hopefully, as like 3 years of it.
Permanent. The running bet is that she will have her kid and then not come back.
I'm not even religious.
That's the running bet of it.
Yeah. And Goof, thank you so much for the $5. Said Polly for president. I'm not reading that last part. It can go up on the screen, but I'm not reading it.
That's fair. I don't blame you. I get it.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. Someone said I looked like I had fun last night. I was up singing karaoke on Bill's Live.
I read that and I
for
was like, what did we do
till
last
way
night?
too late. I'm not gonna lie.
I honestly forgot because I read that and I was like, what did we do last night?
Yeah. Go Chargers. Bolt up, baby.
Yeah, that needs to go up on the wall soon.
Yeah, that needs to go back up. Go Chargers, bolt up, baby. Really appreciate the super chats. Thank you so much. Also, Tatted Tag, how's it going? How's it going? Thank you so much, Ted, for the $5. The poors take an extra dime. FBI is open up. The rich take a few million. And welcome to the White House. Actually, yeah, they get actually
Fucking
direct
truth.
invitations to the White House, I'm pretty sure.
They do.
Aren't I in Florida? Yeah, I'm in Florida.
I woke up in Florida.
But I also grew up in California.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm definitely not a Trump supporter.
All right, man. We're going to have to
But-
let you go then. We're looking for Trump supporters right now. I really appreciate you.
I have no idea.
I don't either. Yeah, I grew up in SoCal, baby. 951 in the house.
I don't care about
I
your
was
sports.
pretty rough by the end of the night last night. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That was
We slept in. It was so nice.
and then I fell asleep around Rory's like 10th hole, 9th hole at the Masters.
Yeah, he fell asleep. That's true. You did.
I was hurting.
I was over here just
Yeah, type
hyper
it
focusing
away.
away. Hello, guest. How are you?
Doing well. How are you guys?
Doing well. How old are you?
I am 31.
31. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
About 50-50 on it.
Okay. What's your main reason, I guess, for still supporting Trump?
Like what he's doing for putting us first as America.
How has he put America first?
Um, to me, it's what he's investing in us in. And what I mean by that is one of the things that I really like is, and you hear him say it all the time, is a drill, baby, drill. I want to be self-dependent on oil for the foreseeable future with
Sure, that would.
everything going on in the
Okay.
Middle East.
So I don't know if you realize this, but we were already considered to be the most independent energy wise in 2024, right? And
Right.
when it comes to us with oil, the issue that we have right now is that we don't have the refining capacity within the United States to refine all of the oil that we produce every single day. We
Yeah.
strategically sell it to other markets, and then we buy our own oil back after it's refined for cheaper than what we sold it typically.
Yeah, but not only that, but I mean, if you think about it, we have the tides are turning pretty soon.
The
And with everything going on, I think that's going to change pretty soon.
what
People,
tides are turning for what?
as far as where people are going to buy their oil from, before too long, we are going to be where we're going to be a pretty big oil market
We
for other
already
countries.
are.
It's going to increase, is what I'm
Where are
saying.
new refineries being built within the United States of America right now?
Where new refineries being built,
Yes, sir. I already explained to you we don't have the refining capacity.
I know, but we will sell it, is what I'm saying.
Again, we already do that.
We will sell more, is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we sell crude oil. We sell unrefined oil right now.
Okay, we will continue to do that. I enjoy the fact that we are producing oil, and he is
Cool. Why
having
are
us
you
sell
giving him
more.
credit for something that's been going on for the last ever?
I mean, I'm not only giving him credit for it. I understand that it has been going on for a while. I, have lived towards the Gulf, but what I'm trying to say is that I do enjoy that. That's his mindset on that, is to get as much oil as we can.
To get as much or to sell as much? Because you just said those two things and they're
Or to
opposite.
sell as much as we can.
Yeah,
You
so
have
we
to
were
get it to
already
sell.
doing that because we've been energy independent since the Biden administration, more energy independent than we've been in 70 years. And all the oil that we produce that goes outside of our capacity, we sell.
Once again, like I said, that number is only going to increase as the
Why is that
Middle
number
East.
increasing helpful to the United States, to the average United States citizen?
Why? If we
Why?
sell more oil,
Then a bunch of
then
rich oil tycoons get richer. How does that help how the American citizens more?
that money still stays in the United States.
So rich people get richer, and that's what you're excited about? Are you an oil tycoon, sir?
I'm not, but I'd
So
rather
you're
be in
just
the
happy
United
that a
States
bunch
than
of
other people.
filthy rich people that wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire get richer?
Are they in the United States?
Who fucking cares?
Me, I'd rather be in the United States than anywhere else.
Okay.
That's not my only point, but I'm just saying I'd rather be in the United States than anywhere else.
Yeah. So
Are they
I
going to pay
don't give a
taxes
shit.
on that oil?
I
Though?
don't give a shit. Okay. If people that own a bunch of oil fields in the United States get richer because Donald Trump is also giving them tax rates and nothing happens with that money, but it just sits at the top and stays there. And then we go through stagflation, which we're close to going through right now, where all of that money sits up at the top and doesn't ever come down to anybody in the United States. So it's literally just simping for billionaires. That's all you're doing.
Do you think that we will also try to find more oil deposits?
Why do I care?
Because if we find more oil deposits, that's more places for us to drill oil, which
We already
creates more
know
jobs.
where all, I don't know if you realize this, but we already know where all of the oil deposits are. We have the capacity to do, gosh, what is it? Like there's technology that can go below the surface, like basically just we'll just say like a radar. I know that's not the right word and I don't have the right word. Where we can see where the oil deposits are within the United States. We know where they are. We're not building them.
So we're not going to build any more oil rigs.
I didn't say that. I just said that we're not doing it right now.
So as the demand for our oil increases, we will build more oil rigs. We build more oil rigs
Why?
that creates more jobs for American
Why?
citizens.
Why would we build
does that
more?
create? Because we get more oil out.
Why would they care that? They could just raise the price because our oil becomes more valuable.
Wait, say that again?
They could just raise the price because our oil becomes more valuable. If we just shut off oil from other places, then the oil that they already have becomes exponentially more valuable. So therefore, without spending the money of creating more rigs, they can increase the price of their oil exponentially and make way more money without spending any of the overhead of building more rigs.
But if you think long term too, oil is not a renewable resource either.
Which is even more important why they wouldn't build more rigs.
Right, but it's eventually going to run out, so we would need more oil rigs eventually.
Eventually, but nothing that Donald Trump is doing is creating that.
He has the policy of we're going to get as much as we can now.
He has the policy of opening up lands for drilling, which oil companies aren't even using.
That's on
Yeah,
them.
the permits
That's
for
Go
the
ahead.
permits for Alaska, for example, they've been issued and reissued and reissued and reissued since Bush.
Yep. And nobody's drilling in them because it's more cost effective for them to just raise the price of oil.
Okay. Well, that's just one of the things that I enjoy is his mindset of us continuing to be.
Promise you don't know Donald Trump's mindset.
I wouldn't
Um,
even want to try to get inside of his mind.
God, can you imagine how disgusting it is up there?
I'm pretty sure it's quite like the Lego videos from Iran.
No, there's no way they're that good.
No, I mean it's
The other
just about
thing
like
that I
little
really enjoyed.
No, I'm saying like
was
the
killing
video, the Lego
DEI.
videos are too tame.
oh shit.
Yeah,
you're
his
right. They
brain
need
is much worse.
depravity.
Yeah.
The other thing, I don't like that y'all did this too. I was been watching this for about an hour.
Hey,
You
he's a
had-
fan. He a fan. He a fan. He a fan.
You had
he a
a
fan. He a
European
fan.
come
He a
on and made a very, very good comment
I'll just say this about anybody that's from Europe that really likes Donald Trump. Come and do a Maduro.
Well, here's the deal. He made a very great comment about
That he liked Donald
the
Trump.
no.
I
It
know
wasn't even him.
No,
It
I just
was
don't give a shit about what like a fucking European MAGA has to say. Why do I care
wa-
about
it-
that, sir? Why do I care about
Well-
someone who is not involved in our fucking system? All right.
Well, he had
hold
a-
on, sir. I'm speaking. Who is not involved in our system, who has no dog in the fight, so loses nothing, right? If Donald Trump's in here and Donald Trump is ripping away our rights, ripping away our democracy, violating the Constitution, he loses nothing. He loses absolutely nothing. He is very happy in his nice European country where they probably have universal fucking healthcare and they're just chilling the fuck out, like doing their thing. Why do I give a fuck about what he has to say about U.S. politics?
because his point would undermine everything you guys had to say, and you didn't like
I
it.
highly doubt it, sir. But what I didn't like was the fact that he was European. Are you European? Is that your boyfriend?
No,
Are you here to defend his honor?
no. I just didn't like that you cut him off immediately when he had
Slide
a
into
valid
his
point.
DMs, bro.
Well, guess what, sir? When you have your own live and you matter, then you can pick who you talk to. Until then, how about you leave it to us?
Okay, I was just saying you had a good point, and you just immediately cut
He
him
did
off.
not
That
have a
was
good
pretty
point,
stupid.
sir. He was just a bigot. Are you telling me you're also a bigot?
No.
It sounds like
But-
what you're telling me. It sounds like what you're saying to me is you're also a bigot.
I mean, if that's your opinion, then leave it to that. But the other thing that was really important that he did in the beginning was kill DEI.
Who's that? I don't
I'll
never
look-
heard of him.
DEI, diversity.
Jesus Christ.
So you are a bigot. Got it.
No, you should get hired on your own man.
I know what he fucking said.
They do. So you are a bigot because you don't understand it.
No, you should get hired on your own merit. There
They
shouldn't be
already
a
do.
Yep. Nothing in DEI says you don't get hired on your own merit.
no. The whole point of that was like, hey, let's hire someone based on their color.
No, that's not DEIA.
No,
Who's the
so
number one benefactor of DEIA in the country?
who wouldn't be able to tell you off the top of my
It's
head.
white women. Yeah. White women are the number one benefactor of DEIA in the country. You know who number two is?
No.
Veterans.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, I mean, I would want you to be qualified.
They are qualified, sir. That's the entire point. All right. The point is that DEI, yes, it talks about diversity and diverse teams, but does not anywhere in there allow anybody to hire someone based off of them not being qualified. It does not put race or gender or anything else over somebody being qualified. It just says that you need to have diverse groups of qualified people.
And we broke him. Thank you, Brian Rundle, for the raid.
What's up, Rundle Raiders? How you guys doing? Rundle Raiders, I like that. Mia, thank you for.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, Mia sent you the drum hamster too. That's freaking awesome.
Oh, it's a hamster. Sorry, I'm glad that wasn't on screen because I would have been distracted.
Still there, bud? Did you want to look it up for the first time ever?
No.
Oh.
No. I mean, like I said, I mean, I was never a support of DEI. I just wanted.
You don't know what
wanted it to
DEI
make
is,
sure.
sir. You can't possibly be in support or non-support of it because you don't know what it is.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
did you ever post that video?
No, I did. I took it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Do you think that the astronauts were qualified?
I'm
That
sure
went up
they
on
were. They did
Artemis?
3 years of training. Yeah.
They did 3 years of training.
Yeah.
So you know what Charlie Kirk would have said about that? He would have said they're DEI hires. Yeah, because one was a woman, one was black, one was Canadian. He would have said they're DEI hires. You believe that?
Yeah, I don't know if Charlie Kirk would have said that.
He would have, because he said he if he got on a plane and the pilot was black, he would actually be worried because he wasn't sure if she was qualified.
I actually work in the airline industry and have seen plenty of qualified black airline pilots.
Yeah, I understand that, sir, but that's not what Charlie Kirk would have said. Charlie Kirk said if there was a black woman pilot and he got on a plane, okay, then he would have been worried she was a DEI hire and not qualified. He used to make arguments about DEI that were completely unfactual, but that's beyond the point, sir. You don't understand what DEI is, right? I'll give you an example, and it's one that freaking Charlie Kirk used to use incorrectly all the fucking time, right? When he said that United Airlines said that 50% of their new hires in the next year were going to be either black or women, when in reality, what it said was the United Airlines flight training program, all right, which people had to test into. Okay, they were making a concerted effort to hire more black and women people. So first of all, you still had to qualify for the school. And second of all, you still had to pass the schooling before you became a pilot, right? So at no point in time did it ever remove qualifications or put someone more qualified below somebody less qualified. It just created opportunities for more people to be qualified, right? So you have a very big misunderstanding of what DEIA is. And so you're upset at something that doesn't exist.
Okay. I'll give you that. But yeah, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm fine as long as everyone's qualified.
They are. DEIA is not a hiring program.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know what's a good representation of DEIA, and they're actually getting a lot of shit for it, is the NFL. I think it's the Rooney Rule. Is that correct?
Rooney Rule.
I believe that's correct. Where it says, I believe, and I could be confusing sports rules. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. What's the name of that rule? Yeah, the Rooney Rule. I was right. Yeah. Where it says that whenever teams are hiring for a head coach, they have to interview like one person of color in that interview process. So you had this ridiculous amount of people, this super high percentage, I believe it was like 80% of like players in the NFL were black. But at one point you had like 98% of the coaches were white. So they created a rule where they just had to interview. They don't have to hire the coach. No requirement to hire them.
Yeah.
He's got to interview one.
Huh.
Yep. Did it help? Probably not, but it's
No.
something. You know what I'm saying? Like it is.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, but it is something, right? Like it's an example. Now, granted, I don't think it affects anything because I think we had that with what team was it? There was a team not too long ago that where they totally just interviewed Brian Flores, who's a black guy, coach in the NFL. They totally just interviewed him to fulfill that. And for no, they'd already decided who they were hiring before they interviewed him, but they intervied him to
That's
fulfill that
jank.
requirement. So, and that's still going to happen, right? You're not going to like just fix it overnight, right? But all it is about giving qualified people, qualified, black and brown people, because traditionally over history, black and brown people and women, right, have been qualified exactly as qualified, right, as their white counterparts, but not given the same shot at getting a job. And that's really what things like DEIA do, right? They give a shot to people who are just as qualified, but wouldn't have gotten that shot, wouldn't have got that shot otherwise. Right? Like
So
if
they're
I,
checking a box, basically. They're saying, hey,
yeah,
we
kind
have
of,
to hire.
yeah. Because here's the thing, right? Like, so pilots, I think, is a great example. You said you work in like aircraft or airline type industry, right? And I think that's a great thing. Yes, I like, what percentage of airline pilots are black? I looked it up one time.
I would want to say it's probably in the 20s.
Oh, no way. I don't even think it's in the
Uh,
tens.
It depends. It depends on what airline.
No, we're gonna take a look at it across the board. Yeah, black pilots make up between 3.4 and 3.9% of all pilots and flight engineers in the United States. Yeah, so less than 5% of all of them are black. Now, do you think that black people are just inherently worse at being pilots or unqualified at being pilots?
No.
No, of course not. But because of opportunities, because of history, because of Jim Crow, because of slavery, because of redlining, because of all the things that have happened in our history, black people have been given less of the opportunity to become pilots. So the United Airlines, initiative was to just give more opportunity for black people that are qualified to be black people who can pass the test to be more qualified to enter a school to be pilots. You know what I'm saying? And when they pass that school, they're just as qualified because there's nothing that between white and black that makes you more or less qualified to be a pilot, right? Like it's the ability to computate, the ability to control, the ability to do all of those things is what makes that happen, right? So it's important that we have diversity. And I think if we look at women pilots, right? Let's take a look. That number is 5 to 6%, right? So if you combine them all together, right, the amount of black and black and women pilots in the United States is less than 10% combined. That means all the rest of them are white men.
And actually, so the thing with that number that you gave though for the 3.9% for black people, that was just black people. Some of that percentage is going to fall into the
That's
women.
very true. That's very true.
Yeah, so
Right,
it's
so it's probably
definitely
close to
gonna
like 7-8%.
Well, another thing though that you have to think of though, and I'm not trying to go against like,
It actually
them
doesn't
or
really
anything.
mix too much because the number of black women that are airline pilots is between
It's low.
0.1% and 0.5%. And I'll be honest, I fly quite a bit. All right. I fly quite a bit. All right. I don't think I have ever flown with a black woman pilot. Like I've never had a black woman pilot as many times. And I've flown hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles. Like over my lifetime, it's probably close to 500,000 miles. Right. And not one time. Right. But does that mean that black women are somehow less qualified to be pilots or can't gain the qualification to be pilots? That's crazy, right?
No, and I think I've only met one, honestly, in my entire career. But one thing, and as far as the women go with this, with some of these careers, you have to think is what are their, and I think a lot of this may have to do with like the early 1900s, like all right, this is your role in society type deal, and it's just trickled down from there. But like, how many like grow up and are like, this is what I want to do with my life, So that may have to do something with why the number's so low. You
I
see what
don't
I'm saying?
disagree with what you're saying. That's the entire point.
Yeah.
That's the entire point. The entire point is like, yes, historically, women have been disenfranchised from these positions. DEIA says, hey, we should stop disenfranchising them. That's the whole point, right? Like, I mean, I remember that one of the videos that came out of one of those F-15s that got shot down over Kuwait, right? Woman pilot, right? So like, I'm just saying, like, if women can fly F-15s over fucking Kuwait, right, in a fucking war, I'm pretty sure they should be a lot more represented in our airline pilot freaking system, right?
Yeah, and like so DEIA was also a program that was invented and implemented, especially in private companies, to try to stop the disparagement that men have placed on women for entering into male dominated fields of industry, right? So, for example, construction, that is a men dominated industry. Everyone can agree with that, right? And when women enter that field, they get looked down on by the men there. They get catcalled, they get harassed, and they basically end up getting pushed out eventually. And that's part of the problem. And that's what DEIA was really about. It was a human resource training tool to try to teach people within the company to not do that kind of bullshit.
Women, like, I don't think women could have like their own bank accounts till like what, the 70s without like their husband's permission or something.
Correct. I mean, it
Yeah,
really just depended on the bank because there wasn't
sure.
actually a law in place at the
Yeah.
federal level.
Like they weren't like allowed credit cards. Like we're like 50 years off of this, dude. Like Jim Crow
Nope.
didn't end that long ago. Women's suffrage wasn't that long ago, right? All these policies are trying to do is to try to catch fucking, people up to how their white counterparts have been living for a long time. All right. But when when you're used to being like, in a spot that is just granted, access to everything your entire life, like as a white male, right? Then when like equality happens, it feels like oppression. It feels like you're being put down when in actuality it's just everyone being allowed to be on an equal level as you. And that's all that things like DEIA did, right? It said, hey, you need to interview this many people. You need to take like a certain amount of people to talk to be a part of this also and make sure that everybody's qualified. And if you're still better, even as a white male, you know what I'm saying? If you're still better, you're still going to get hired, man. You're still going to be part of the team. You're still going to be just in there. But guess what? If you're mediocre and kind of shit, well, then guess what? We need to make sure that we have, people of color, women, and, especially women of color, right, in those positions also, because they're more qualified to be in that position than you are. They just never got a fair shake.
Yeah, I didn't want you to think that like I ever said that like those people can't, that people of color or anything were not qualified or anything. I never made that statement because I've seen plenty people of color and all that who have turned
No,
out to
you
be
just
amazing.
said, and like I'll reiterate it for you. You just said that they need to have earned it. You wanted them to be hired on merit, which is what everyone's been doing for the longest time, except for nepotism.
Yeah, it insinuates that they weren't being hired on merit from the get-go, right? If you're saying they need to be hired on merit, you're insinuating that they weren't being hired on merit due to DEIA, and you said he killed DEIA, and you were happy about that, right? So you are saying that, right? You're saying that people are being put in positions that aren't qualified to be put in positions due to some type of policy, and that just didn't exist, right? It just didn't.
Right. Yeah, I totally understand. But yeah, I mean, if that's what DEIA is doing, yeah, I mean, of course, I want everybody to have a fair shot, So,
Well, I do appreciate that, man. All right. Well, we're going to move on to the next caller, but I hope you have a good one, okay?
all right, man, y'all too.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
It's crazy that the TikTok guest was the most cordial person we've had all day so far.
Wild, isn't it?
Yeah, normally
Yeah.
it's the opposite. Normally it's TikTokers that are just going, well, we already saw
Yeah,
2
for
instances of
my
that.
guess, that's about as calm as you get. I'm not going to lie. Kathy, thank you so much for the jewels. I appreciate that. Sister Mary Elephant, thank you so much for the mystery gift. I gotta read Scott's before I put him up there.
That one's safe.
All right. Who would want to buy oil from USA after Trump? I don't know. They're trying to push that shit right now, and it's not fucking working. Actually, I think Australia just made a deal with like Albania.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was another big country that made a big deal. Like everybody's just going around us.
Yeah, they're all just like, and here's the United States. We'll just go over here.
They're just all making. Thank you so much. They're all just making deals with everybody else, right? And that's how that's working. Thank you so much, Medusa and Civil. Thank you so much for the sunglasses. I really appreciate it. And Life on Purpose. We only got 3 more of those to clear out that goal. Let's see if we can do that. I'm trying to stay in this B5 league. I don't want to drop down. I don't want to leave. I got up to the B leagues. I don't want to leave. Now we're up in the big league. So, Constitution, thank you so much for the F. I appreciate that. Scott, thank you so much for the R. Said egotistical people don't have many real friends. That's actually very true. And Rainbow, thank you so much for the clapping seal. I really appreciate that also. All right, we're gonna move on to the next card. Yeah, I know. We got me up to the B league. Like the B, whatever it's called. The Creator League. I got the B League, and I was like, I want to stay there.
Thing. Yeah.
I just want to stay. I don't even want to go up. I just want to stay.
Okay. Hi, how are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm 45.
Awesome. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Awesome. Real quick, sorry. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I totally forgot to fucking say that. Hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We have super chats, super stickers, pay links in the bio, and 2 more sunglasses left in the live vehicle. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Dean. And yeah, thank you so much, Dean.
So I guess what is one thing that you support him on?
Well, I guess the one thing I support about him is him trying to keep us all safe from people that have cut the line and crossed our border illegally.
Where does the line start?
I'm sorry, what?
I assume in Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. That makes sense. That's why it wraps around the building so much.
It's my pleasure to serve you.
Where does the line start, sir?
It starts at a U.S. border entry.
No, it doesn't. What law says that?
Or I was about to say, or it just starts with an application for a U.S. citizenship.
Okay. Sure. What law says both of those things need to happen?
It's within the U.S. citizenship application.
No, what law says both those things need to happen?
Why does there need to be a law when there's a U.S. citizenship application?
The
I mean,
the USCIS application is just for someone to apply for citizenship. Not all people that are immigrating into the United States are required. Sorry, I shouldn't even say not all. You are not required to become a U.S. citizen if you immigrate into the United States. We have plenty of people that live and die as permanent non-residents. So what law says you have to, the line starts when you fill out your visa application or when you step foot at a port of entry in front of CBP?
And the green card. Let's not forget the green card.
Still not answering my question. What law says that?
Because it's a dumb question, really.
What
I
law
mean,
says that? Well, you
why-
said that
why-
people
why must
skip
there
the
be a-
line, and I'm
a-
trying to
a
figure out
law?
where the line starts.
Well, I just told you it starts with an application for U.S. citizenship.
No, that does not. No, that's not required for when you
I mean,
are
what other
becoming an
country
immigrant. Is
can
there a
you
law that
actually
says,
just step
sir,
into?
is there a law that says that you are required to become a citizen if you immigrate into the United States?
Yeah, I believe so.
What law is that?
Beats me. I don't really care for much for
Okay,
politics.
so then thank you. We'll try this again. There is literally no law that says that somebody that immigrates into the United States is required to
But
become
they're
a
not
U.S.
immigrating.
citizen.
They're just coming here. There's a difference.
That is
That's literally what immigration is. Just coming here is literally what immigration
Yeah,
is.
yeah, but immigration involves assimilating to the culture that
No,
you're
it
Nope,
doesn't.
sure
integrating
fucking
into,
doesn't. Just means
building.
moving, bro.
Yes, it is.
Just
Immigration is
yeah,
literally just fucking moving.
going from one country to another that's not your own.
With the intent to stay.
No,
Yes, sorry.
Going to Rome for a weekend is not immigrating.
neither is coming to the U.S. for
With
just
the
for
intent
your
to
own gain.
stay, yes, it is. If they have the intent to stay, then yes, that is immigration.
So let's say this, for example. I go to Japan. I don't have my visa, and I want to live there. I can just
I'm
live
talking
there.
about
Is
U.S.
that?
laws, not Japanese
Hold on.
laws.
Do you intend to stay?
Yeah, I
Then
intend
you
to stay in
immigrated.
Japan,
Congratulations.
Yeah. And we're talking about
but
United
I
States
don't follow
law.
their cultures. There's the difference.
There, so
I mean, no
again, we're
one's learning
talking
to
about,
speak
sir,
English. They're not
sir,
trying to.
sir. We are talking about United States laws, not Japan.
And I was just
Can we
saying that
stay on
most of these
subject?
people that come here illegally aren't even trying to learn our language. They're not trying to respect
What's
our
the official
culture,
language of the
our
United States?
people, our English.
Wrong.
No.
Look, the United States may be a melting pot, but our most popular language here is in English.
That is our commonly used language, but it is not
No, it's our
our.
popular language, not our commonly used language. Because technically, there is no law that says you can't speak another language in this country, but it's mostly English-speaking people here.
With no due respect, who gives a fuck?
The people who only know how to speak English in this country. I mean, we've had
Only know,
several
sir,
incidents
sir,
of where
sir.
there has been a language barrier of
Yeah.
people who don't know
Oh,
our
got it.
language.
He's scared of Spanish.
Oh, babe, you know what? Hey, I got a question for you. What do you call it if what do you call somebody that speaks 3 or more languages?
Like what I think they call him, or
Bilingual.
what this guy calls
No,
him.
no, just you.
This guy probably calls him gay or something.
Okay, well,
but
no, I'm asking you. What do you call somebody that
multilingual?
speaks? Yeah, multilingual. What do you call someone that speaks 2 languages?
Bilingual.
What do you call someone that speaks 1 language?
Monolingual.
American.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody else got it.
Oh.
That was pretty cool,
Monolingual.
actually.
I felt like you right there, where I just like said the most.
You just
You've
said, like-
obviously
Those
never
actual,
flown around
like-
the world enough.
I actually have. That's
If you,
why I
if you
know the
honestly
joke.
think that just because
Sir,
I
that's
can
why I
only
know
speak
the
one
joke.
language.
It's a joke
I mean, I've
that
gone
is
to
told
Japan,
in other
the Philippines,
countries. It's a joke that's
Taiwan,
told. I don't
and
care.
I can say for a fact that there are actual Philippines that don't know English.
Sir,
That's not what the point
the
was.
point is you have to also land. You can't just fly around the world, okay? You actually have to let the plane land so you talk to people, okay?
Dude, you know exactly what I mean. BSing with these word twisters.
Yes, with these words. Is this my anti-doodle is?
Hey. Where did the English language originate from?
England?
Oh, so it's not even. Wait. You're telling me it's
Is
not
that
even
even true?
American?
Oh, please, come on. No, don't
So we
start being
stole the
now.
language?
We all know about the whole
The
freaking...
United States stole a language. Can you believe that? We appropriated a whole language. Wow. So
Jesus
we
Christ,
didn't even
Tim Pool
assimilate.
was right about you guys.
Who was right about us?
Tim Pool.
Oh,
Where he
I don't think
basically
Tim Pool
says
knows
you guys
us.
just like to use,
I don't think Tim Pool knows us.
people who really don't
Do you know Tim
care
Pool?
much for
I don't
politics,
even know who
like
that is.
myself, and you like to use these weak ass gotcha moments on us when you just sounded like a bunch of assholes.
You mean where you're just a joke?
Yeah, you're basically just a joke.
No, just you.
I made a
doubt
joke
that.
once. You're right there, bud.
Yeah, I was just waiting for you all to respond. It
To
just
what?
Yeah,
got
you
quiet
didn't
after
say
I said
anything to
something.
respond to. What are you talking about?
Well, I had said you all were a joke, and that was it. I didn't hear anything else
Hey, why did the chicken cross the
come from
road?
you. To lay an egg just like you?
That's incorrect.
But I will say this though, I don't like what he's doing in the Middle East, but I understand why he's doing it. Um,
Then you'd be doing
I
better
am
than
not
him already.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said you would be doing better than him already. He just crashed out on the Pope.
Who crashed on the Pope?
Trump.
For all you Christians out there.
But aside from that, I still somewhat support him. And I don't think there's no one going to be anyone better from the Democrat Party that will win. I'm sorry, not replace, win the election in 2028, because your side is offering us nothing.
I'll offer you a cookie.
Really,
Would you like a gold star?
can I sell the gold star for money?
I don't know. It's probably just a sticker.
Depending on who you ask.
Yeah, I'm sure a 5-year-old will give you 20 cents for it.
I'll give you a cookie. You can sell the cookie.
At least it'll
Got a
feed
gas
you.
station or something? You have to walk around and ask people if they want a cookie.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Oh, this is hilarious.
What exactly did Donald Trump sell you on, sir?
A secure border.
How? Let me ask you
Destruction
this.
of our enemies.
Since Donald Trump,
Destruction of our
hold on.
enemies. He literally
Yeah,
just said that.
That was weird. Since Donald Trump has been in office, what significant benefit has the United States seen as a result of his immigration policy? What's
Well,
changed?
things are getting a little. Well, the border's secure. I mean, there's no more flooding of
That's not an
illegals
answer to
coming
my
in.
question. What
That
significant
is an
benefit?
answer.
No, that's not a significant benefit. How has that changed anything? What is the significant benefit?
Less crime.
Nope, crime is still exactly where it's been at. Has nothing to do with immigration.
Yeah, it depends
What's
on
the
the state and
significant
where you're
benefit?
at.
W-
'Cause
So he hasn't
crime
done
in the
anything
state of
for
Texas
the
has gone
entire
down.
country?
Crime in the state of Illinois has surprisingly gone down a little, not much though. I will say that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Crime in the state of California went down surprisingly.
Crime has already been on a 10, sorry, not a 10-year, but has already been on a decline since 2023.
Well, I doubt that based on what I've seen and felt.
Oh, you can see and feel crime statistics?
Yeah.
Well, let me put it in a way for you or challenge minds to understand.
The only one
It's not
challenged
based
here
on
is you.
I've seen on the streets of Chicago.
On the streets?
Yeah, brother, I'm a fellow Chicagoan.
I'm from the streets. I'm built
Hey, yo.
different.
And also, he's cracking down on these EBT frauds.
Cracking
where,
down.
People can't just use them just
Bet
to
you
buy
know
luxury.
you do know a lot
junk
about
food.
crack, I would assume. Probably.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He said you do crack.
Oh, wow. You accusing a black man of doing crack. Wow.
Oh, you're black?
How racially stereotypical of you.
Are you black?
Is it not obvious?
No, I cannot see your skin color through the phone. The same way you can't see crime statistics.
So wow, well, and I thought I was talking black at the best of my abilities.
Your abilities aren't
I
very
just didn't
good.
want to
Yeah.
use no
How
slang
do
or
you
racial
talk
slurs like.
race?
Sorry, sir. When I hear ignorant people, I just assume they're not black.
How do you and how do you speak a race?
Could you try again?
Yes. How do I get this man off of crack?
Siri did not like that.
Siri
how do
gave
I
up.
get you
Siri
off
doesn't
the
know how to get you off
plantation?
of crack.
Well, how do I get you off the plantation? Because in all honesty, as a black man, I really have no interest in this whole immigrants getting deported thing. But I will admit that, with these deportations happening, yeah, I am starting to see a little bit more peace and quiet happening.
Sir, you said you saw crime go down in California from Chicago.
Okay, I found this on the web for you said you saw a crime go down in California from Chicago.
Siri pivoted.
Thanks,
that
Siri.
one.
I appreciate you so much.
Well, hey, what I meant by that was I saw crime in Chicago go down slightly. But that's the thing with you, your side, is that you can't understand vagueness. You can't understand, people just not really
Vague
taking
is
this
not
whole
meant
thing
to be
seriously.
understood. I think you're the one who's not taking anything seriously.
You said in
Well, based on
California.
how
That
you
is
all
very
started this
specific and not
conversation,
vague. You didn't
Yeah.
say
why
I
should I
saw
take this
crime go
seriously?
down in places. That's vague. You said in California. You specifically gave a location. That's no longer vague.
Yes, I gave a location because I recalled seeing a crime statistic of before and after
Before
from the
and
state of
after.
California.
Wait,
That might have been a
so
weight loss video, man.
you try not to laugh.
I am trying my best not to laugh at you all.
I know. I'm fucking funny as shit, aren't I? Holy
You
fuck,
wouldn't be
bro.
laughing at us. You'd be
Holy
laughing with
shit,
us. And you
dude.
just
I should
can't
go on
bring
tour,
yourself to
dude.
do it.
I'm gonna go on tour.
The new Matt Rife.
You should have said that into the fucking. Why did you not say that into the microphone? Why did you just say that to me? She said the new Matt Rife. She said I'm gonna. She said I'm the brown Matt Rife. Is what she just said. Holy shit. I could do crowd work though. I'm pretty sure I'd be pretty good at crowd work.
But I will ask you
we
this
had.
one question.
Oh no.
Why is it that your side
No.
always takes Charlie
What side
Kirk
am
out
I
of
on?
context?
What side am I on?
Later, Ryan. Love you, brother.
Can you tell me what side I'm on?
The left?
No.
Yes.
No. What gave you that idea?
Yes. Well,
To
let's
the
see
left,
here.
to the left, to the left, to the left.
What gives you the idea that I'm on the left?
Now twist.
Do you
Now
believe in
kick,
pro-choice,
now kick,
pro-life,
now
or
kick.
pro-abortion?
Huh? We haven't even talked about that. Have you been? Wait, I'm sorry. Do you watch my lives? Are you a fan?
Not really.
Oh,
I mean,
so
I
we
just
haven't even
found you
talked about
guys
that.
just
So
by-
I'm just waiting
just
to
by
find out
skimming
like
through.
what gives you the idea that I'm on the left. Can you effectuate that?
Okay, you're not really taking this serious. You're twisting my words like all leftists. You're taking me out of context. You're kind of
I'm asking you a question that you're failing to answer.
I'm answering it
No,
by
you're
giving
not.
you
All right, sir. Hold
multiple
on, hold on. We need to figure out what side you're on. Are you pro or anti placenta?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you pro or anti placenta?
What does a placenta have to do with that?
It just,
I mean,
it helps
like,
me to understand your side, like where you fit in the Overton window.
Like, isn't that just something you take out of the womb after after the birth.
I don't take anything out of any wombs. That'd be weird.
Well, of course, you're not a doctor.
Yeah. I'm pro placenta, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know.
Do you think Caller can show us his placenta?
I hope he doesn't.
You wish. But another thing I will say, I do like Trump.
I wish you
doing-
wouldn't.
Is that he gives us all a lot of
Oh,
entertainment
I'm sorry.
just by being him.
He took. I
Because
wish you
it's
wouldn't
like
to be like. Let me continue my sentence.
He gives us a lot of entertainment. I don't want to be entertained.
I
He's
want
the
boring
fucking
politics.
president. If you want entertainment, turn on fucking Netflix, bro. Watch a podcast.
Well, I
Poly
find it-
Politics
I find it
podcast coming out
entertaining
May 1st.
it's
Make
like,
sure you check it
this
out.
dude-
YouTube,
this guy
Spotify, and
lives
wherever you get your
rent-free
podcasts.
in your head so much.
How can somebody that is on national television, lives and breathes and dies on fucking his version of Twitter, be living rent free in my head when he puts himself out there 24/7?
Because it's all you ever talk about.
It's all I talk about.
I mean,
All I talk about is the literal president of the largest economy and the leader of the free world. Yeah, motherfucker. What else should I fucking talk about? You want me to talk about the new Justin Bieber album?
Ugh.
He's
out of
the
all the things
literal
there are to
person.
talk about, hell,
who
you can
is
talk
just-
about the newest anime out there. You can talk about what the Chicago Bulls.
Then why the
doing.
fuck are you
can
here?
Talk about the freaking Bears going to
It's
Hammond,
a
Indiana.
political
Out of all
channel,
the things to
sir.
talk
It's a
about.
political channel. If you don't like it here, then fucking leave. Even if you do like it here, please fucking leave. You are very annoying.
Mhm.
We are here to talk about politics because we enjoy talking about politics. If we're going to talk about politics, we're going to talk about the most influential person in politics, which is the president of the fucking United States. If you want to go talk about the Bulls, there's plenty of channels out there for you to go do that. Okay. I couldn't give a shit. All right.
Well, then why do you have to be such asses about it then? If you want us to talk about politics,
I don't know. It's just
like
more fun
what's
for
with
me.
what's with the rude and sarcastic, cynical?
I already said it's actually just more fun for me.
Compliment.
Well, that and like you keep lumping us in a group or in a bubble and not able to effectuate why you do so or what values we've espoused since we've been
Well,
on
the reason
live.
why
That
I
since
lump
you've
you
been,
all in a group
I'm
so
still
much is
talking.
because I
Are you
don't want-
capable of shutting up for 2 minutes?
No, not really.
I
No,
can
it's okay.
tell.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Watch. Now you can't talk at all. Now you're fucking capable as shit. Watch. Say whatever. Hey, can you tell me something right now? Haha, no, you can't because you're muted.
Fucking hell. Oh, okay. I do just get really tired of individuals such as himself that can't ever speak and effectuate what exactly lumps us with a specific political group or party.
Oh, do you want me to unmute him now?
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't really care. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Perfect.
'Cause
Sounds good.
I get really tired of it. I'm literally about to make a shirt that is like a blank room with nobody in it and with pictures on the wall that says, "Show me the liberal in the room."
Someone said add Kirk to the call.
I don't think he gets.
We got a phone to hell?
I was just gonna say, I don't think that he gets that. I don't think they make cellular plans like that yet.
Hmm. Interesting. All right, sir. Do you have anything else to talk about?
I wish he wouldn't.
Do you have anything else to talk about?
Take that as a whole ass no.
Okay, bye now. All right.
That was a whole no. He sat with that, for like
That was something. Get the Ouija board out.
oh.
Y'all, make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't
Oh.
already. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. If you guys like to support the live, I do a super chat, super stickers, pay links in the bio. And got a Galaxy gift goal out. I know I'm throwing a crazy one out there towards the end of the live. Again, trying to stay in that B5 league, trying not to drop too far. So I'm throwing it out there, guys. I'm throwing it out there. I'm giving it my best shot. Scott, thank you so much for the $2. Said, yeah, you joke with MAGAs because they're a joke. Exactly. I'm just out here. I'm out here playing. Also, please make sure you guys send those daily heart me's. We're like 19 short of hitting 200 days. So if you look up and you see join next to my name over there, that means you've never sent one. Make sure you sent one. If it's gray up there, that means you haven't sent one lately. Make sure you send one also. If it's red up there, you probably sent one today. So thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for the glasses. I appreciate that. Melvin, thank you so much for the $5. Says, I guess multilingual people in my town of Cleveland, including me, should not be in this country. Dude is a clown. Our diversity makes us great. Amen to that. Can we get W's in the chat for the awesome super chat over here?
Agreed.
Yeah, W's in the chat for Melvin for the awesome super chat over here. I really appreciate that. Multilingual people are awesome. I suck because I'm monolingual. I need to work on that.
You're just American.
I need to work on that. I'm trying over there. Tara, thank you so much for the Galaxy. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's 1 of 3. Big W's in the chat for Tara for that also. I really appreciate that. Huge W's in the chat for Tara. Curatosa, thank you so much for the sunshine. Scott, thank you so much for the $2. Said, don't some people eat the placenta? I have heard of that. So I do believe it does exist. You know,
I hate all of you right now.
more power to you. I heard hot sauce helps.
Fuck all the way off.
They make pills out of placenta?
Fuck all the way off.
Well, then you don't have the taste.
Fuck all the way off.
Just saying.
Ew.
Yeah, it's usually freeze dried in capsules now.
I
See?
hate all of you.
Do placentas drink vermouth? No, but I need a lot of vermouth to eat a placenta. I'll tell you that much. A lot of vermouth. Rich in vitamins. See?
I can't believe y'all are actually saying that it's true that they put it into pills.
Oh, these
because
people are
it
being
helps
dead serious. Yeah.
with postpartum depression. Then W that, but
Yeah. I mean,
I'm goodbye.
Northside said my placenta is swarthy and hates fascists.
Hey yo, actually, I appreciate that one. Thank you.
Is this one you'd be more willing to eat?
No,
Oh, in like more of a capsule form, maybe.
no,
Oh,
no.
swarthy placenta for the win.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
Million says, "Wait, is it a new Justin Bieber album?" I have no idea. I just like saying that whenever
Hi, Bill.
we're talking about things that don't mean anything. Was that Bill? Oh,
That's Bill.
Bill on the block. Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha. I
that's
didn't know
Bill
his
Bill.
name on YouTube. Hi, Bill. Happy birthday again. I'm still a little hungover from last night.
HBD.
Not gonna lie.
Happy birthday.
Mannix, thank you for the $2. Said, would he like to talk about placenta again? I think he would. I think that's what he was really missing from his life is a lot of placenta. I think that's really the problem there. And Melvin said, Ari, revoke his card and kick him from the barbecue.
I think that comment was really meant for you because
It
I don't
sounds like
have
it.
that capacity.
No, I think he's giving you the capacity.
Oh.
Melvin's saying you now have invite powers to the barbecue
And also,
and remove him. What they're saying is that Blaga, you're now invited to the barbecue. The Blaga's not.
wait, I wasn't invited before?
Yeah, but you didn't have invite powers or kick powers before.
Oh, now I have invite and kick powers
Yeah.
for the barbecue. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Well, I will make
Swarthy
sure to
placenta.
I'll make sure to talk to the rest of the oh my god. The one right under that was also just like horrible.
Thank you, Melvin. I appreciate that. I'll let her know. And sorry,
I'll speak to the black delegation to see if this is true.
can we trade? Can we trade? Is this like the racial draft in like Dave Chappelle?
I mean, it should be like all Blaga should be traded out for somebody's token white friend.
Yeah. We'll trade you. I'm cool with bringing you to the barbecue and leaving them out. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Goodbye fried rice. Hello fried chicken.
Leave those raisins at home. I don't eat raisins.
Goodbye, fried rice. Hello, fried chicken. All right, y'all. We're about to get off the live. We've been here on about 3 hours. And honestly, I am still so hungover. Bill, thank you so much for that galaxy. I really, really appreciate that. Man, we almost got through all three galaxies on that too. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Bill. We're about to get off of the live tonight, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you follow Ari's box over there too. Make sure you follow her.
I'm somewhere.
Yep, she'll be on live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central. I'll be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central.
Or will I?
Ooh, spooky. And
Gotta keep it mysterious.
and yeah, so hope to see you guys then. So love you guys so much. We'll be on our own platforms, and I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Shay, thank you so much for that last
Thank
galaxy
you.
too.
Y'all
Thank
did
you so much,
great.
Shay. Huge thumbs to Jeff for Shay for finishing that off. That is absolutely amazing.
And of course, thank you to Shay, Mia, Tara, everybody who
Everybody.
gifted my little box as well.
Yeah, everybody who gifted everything.
Mostly
We
him.
really, really appreciate you guys. All right, love you guys. We will see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys have a wonderful one, right?